All right, we're gonna kind of just go into it because we are a bit late today. Yeah. Just get into my stuff. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Let's get started. So today we had Han Tuxedo FX, well, Han versus Hydrangea and Tuxedo versus FX. I think we skipped just to Hydrangea versus Han because that seemed like it was the best one. I think my predictions of Han probably 2-0'd Hydrangea and Tuxedo probably 2-0'd FX.
So if you guys haven't wished her a happy birthday,
Because I mean,
make sure you go ahead and do that.
Tuxedo is probably the best team right now.
From underneath, you can necessarily do this if you have more bodies on the point.
Tomorrow's matchups are going to probably be the most interesting. I'm really excited for tomorrow's games. I just hate how early in the day it is for us.
Yeah,
oh wait, shit. Well, we skipped a bit too far into this. What's up, Seepa? How you doing? Welcome in. How's your day today?
Welcome to the Battlefield Ghost. Unbelievable start.
Wait, did they do them
straight into the game?
Oh my god.
I do remember Ghost being in the air not too long ago. So watch out for Ghost in the air, in the jet. We'll see if my predictions are correct. We are jumping straight into the game, which means straight into Jet Operator showcasing what he's made of. Welcome to the Battlefield Ghost. Unbelievable start. Our pilot is going insane.
Yeah, joining in a
he
little
almost
bit
managed to
here.
get it.
Take a look at it. Ghost has 4
Back to about
kills
USB 3.0 pods.
already. And the thing that is worrying me right now for the side of HYD, 0
USB
vehicles
3.0 pods, I believe, if I remember correctly. Well, really? Fact about USB 3.0 ports. If I remember correctly, USB 3.0 ports are like the longest standing generation of USB. Compared to all like the other types of USBs, they're the only ones that have been in use for like very long. They've had an incredibly long lifespan, and they're still used in the modern world. And it's going to take forever for them to actually be replaced because they're just so versatile. Even though USB-C is more common now, but yeah, that's the fun fact about USBs. And USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's even 3.1, which I think is a faster, like, a faster speed version of it. But it, yeah.
Events does start with access
That's about
to
it,
two vehicles. One of them is going to be a boat, and the other one's going to be the Lav. The Lav is, of course, destroyed, as we just watched that on main. But taking a look at the HAN attack, they are already swarming Sector A.
Thank you for the 7-1 streak. Did you enjoy your fact?
But take a look at the efforts of the individuals, boots on the ground. The AAV is also getting into mix early on Cyclone, and that addition, that change to warfare in general, the addition of the AAV.
Did they kill they killed the Lav already. Longer than the streak amount, he's crazy. Hello, Gator Games, how are you?
Sector A, and that's going to be the back foot
welcome in, welcome in. Okay, let me go back. Was the anti-air? The LAVA taken out?
Battlefield Ghost.
Oh shit, he did kill it.
Our pilot is going
that's
insane.
fucked.
Yeah,
that's GG for them.
Here, but take a look at it. Ghost
Don't look at me like that. How don't you want me to look at you? What's up, Valabongalis? Welcome in.
Right now for the side of HYD, 0 vehicles are alive. If you guys at home know anything about Cyclone, the defense does start with access.
That is a rough start for them.
One of them is going to be a boat, and the other one's going to be the Lav. The Lav is, of course, destroyed, as we just watched that.
We're just watching the highlights of the Delta Force Invitational Warfare LAN that's been going on in Wuhan, China right now. You know?
But take a look at the efforts of the individuals, boots on the ground. The
Fair enough.
AAV is also
How's your day, Valo?
early on Cyclone, and that addition, that change to warfare in general, the addition of the AAV has just changed the way that this map
Are you having a good day?
plays so much.
HAN did a very good job.
Yeah, so Han just got basically is gonna have so much momentum off of this.
and you saw where all the red players.
Hydrangea needs to try and keep A so that they can respawn the AAV, but that's gonna be a tough thing considering they basically Ghost has free reign.
Shelling down to the point, at least forcing these defenders to think twice about the positions that they're in.
Hunter set them up for a really rough one. Did he just beach himself on purpose or by accident?
Obliterating people. I mean, he picked up a triple on an assault
That's
vehicle.
going to be...
HAN is crushing the competition right now, and unfortunately for HYD, another mistake that, again, they may have a little bit of room for, but this is a...
So HYD basically just started off on the back foot. They've lost their boat, they've lost their...
Not a vehicle to their name.
The anti-air.
A sector falling.
They now need to find a way to spawn in a new anti-air to keep the...
When that lob does get destroyed, it was actually
the plane at BAM,
who also failed at maintaining their vehicles.
This is going to be Han taking over
completely.
So we'll have to see if
HYD can kind of make something
happen. They didn't lose that many tickets. Like what? That's 178 tickets overall.
Vehicle, but we do not necessarily put a lot of value on said vehicle, so not going to be a big loss there. And take a look at this. Wanza, you saw that pop up in the middle of your screen. He's actually going to be taking out another one of those lobs.
Han is going to...
They tried to get something to happen right there.
Han is going to have the momentum.
Unfortunately, fell a little short. Now switching over to the B sector.
The only way that Hydrangea is going to bring this back is if they manage to hold well on C and set up well for D. If they can hold D very well, they can set up to hold D very well. They'll be in a good position. But that's going to be a very tall order.
In the lobby, all the way at the top, 6,000 score, 12 kills.
Your best bet to hold would be to spawn in an amphibious, but they're not going to be able to do that now that they have the jet up. The jet's just going to get kills every single one of their vehicles. What's up, Katie? How you doing?
And that's why these teams have a dedicated fighter pilot. That's why these teams have a dedicated jet operator. It's why I went back and looked at the notes. I was like, HAN's got to have somebody in the skies. Glad we caught that Ghost, just going absolutely nuclear on the map right now.
No, they're not going to have time to recover.
This is going to be very difficult for HY to do anything on B. Again, B sector we have seen take.
Seems the strat on Cyclone is just to ape the LAVAA and just hope for the best.
B sector falls nearly immediately. We head to C. C will fall fairly quickly as well, most likely, because the attackers are going to dive underneath the C sector. The defenders will try to be on top, but Ghost is just going to keep doing these insane strafing runs and picking up crazy value. Really, the only chance for HYD.
Oh, by the way, take this with you when you go look.
In the D sector, D1, D2.
Appreciate you being here.
Win back some advantages and stall out this game.
By the way, one thing that does kind of change the dynamic of some of these squads work is where that pilot is actually positioned specific to the squad. You can see Ghost is actually a part of the Delta squad. Who else is on Delta squad? We have Stax, Sarajin, and Hewan. Now, these guys usually like to get into the mix. Some of them also like to operate some of the other vehicles, but we saw Stax was actually pulling off a little bit of a flank. But because he has people on his squad that are piloting a jet or sometimes operating vehicles, he's actually not going to be able to find a lot of value out of a respawn beacon that's placed down for him, right?
They need to get rid of this Han guy. He's just sitting here for free.
He's still alive. He's playing a little bit of a distraction
they're gonna get that tank.
So that's kind of great to see. But now one of the other squads from the side of HAN that we know is going to get into the mix throughout the entirety of this competition. It's going to be the Bravo squad. That's going to be Artyom, Yuhan, Ru1B, and
this Bravo squad for HAN is insanely good.
Yeah, a lot of bodies on point right now, and again, not a lot of room for
they're holding B decently. Got a good amount of tickets back.
Wanza up close and personal. Wanza,
it's not enough.
Commander, has been an insane.
Han is going to be able to just move off of this.
Already.
Thank you, Well Bunny. Take this with you when you go luck. Appreciate you being here.
While also being the commander, not always the case for a lot of these teams, but Wanza very, very strong. Was a part of the commander's squad last year with DNI under a different commander, Dead Dog, who's not here in today's competition.
Nice.
Or in this weekend's
You're busy doing your artwork right now?
Wanza is taking charge and continuing to put up fantastic score lines. Doing a really good job for this team. Taking a look at Johan in a forward advanced position. I think it's a really smart move from Johan to make this move across the water early.
Yeah.
Be able to make sure
enjoy.
Is not utilized by the defense. It's one of the only things that could maybe shoot the jet out of the sky fast enough before they can respond. HYD have their tank and their boat. This boat that Tank BRK is currently operating is a very important one. We always talk about this on Cyclone. the D sector is nearly entirely dictated by who has the canal control, if you will, the water control between.
Yeah, but now Han is gonna have full.
That's what they're saving.
Control.
They know they're kind of
Oh no.
battle. If you can use that English idiom.
Yeah, this point's gonna insta-fall.
C sector. This one's gonna go pretty dang quick.
See Ghost trying to make this explosion
there it
happen.
goes.
He
GG.
does
There goes that
find
tank
it
as well.
to be successful. I think he actually was able to.
Yeah, that's gonna cost them so much then.
But of course,
I don't think they recover from that.
Coming into play right here. You want to talk about
That's
the
just too
sector,
much.
Like Gouge was kind of talking about. You have that upper level that's going to be outside. You have the tunnel that is just going to be underneath of it. The side of HYD effectively cannot defend from up top because the jet is alive. And actually, take a look at the camera down here. Hoda with the crown that she was wearing on the way out is in the camera as well to remind everybody consistently throughout this competition. She is the birthday girl. So if you guys haven't wished her a happy birthday in the chat yet, make sure you go ahead and do that. But yeah,
that's cute.
You're going to try to defend this from underneath. You can
this is a great start for them.
More bodies on the point, but early on right here into sector C,
Han's just going to move and dominate this point. They have too many vehicles up. They're going to also have a lot of vehicles for the next point.
Of HAN.
Yeah, like, it's a smart play.
Oh, they got one vehicle out.
It's one of the first plays that we've seen from them that it's actually working for the most part. They're able to stall this out. They knew they couldn't go from on top. That's kind of what I was just
There's not enough for them to take it. I mean, if they could maybe kill that fuel silo, they might be able to get one of the enemy vehicles, but that's going to be a tall order for them right now. They're struggling to even keep C.
All the attackers can do the exact same, and then it's just a numbers game.
Oh, they're just going to stand still again.
The tank BRK's in the boat. We've got Ibashi trying to guard the
flank. If they stood still here for like a minute again, like how they did last time,
and just body stack this point, and so the attackers are just slowly.
That would have meant that Han has now twice done this.
Unfortunately, it's the
where they've just sat on the point and stalemated.
Hold it. You can even see Alpan and Z-Box going, okay, well, if we get over here, we can stall this point out and force the attackers to make a play against us. But this is the way the C sector goes on Cyclone. It's kind of a weird one, and it is straight up a numbers game.
Yeah.
Numbers game was being won by HAN pretty dominantly right there, but it looks like HYD were able to pick up a couple of their remaining members and throw them on.
They're just launching rockets.
And technically speaking, let's talk about the numbers game. You were kind of mentioning it. They do have a pilot in the sky, so they can only technically have 19 members on the ground right now for the side of HAN.
Yeah, I mean,
so technically HYD could just edge out by one singular infantry on the ground. So technically they will have the advantage. This is kind of cool to see.
Is this permadeath or not? No, it's increased.
It's up to HAN to kind of make something happen. And yeah, they're starting to
increased
cooldown. They have actually
conceded
the up top. Now they want to go ahead and make a push. They want to go ahead and make this up close and personal. They're no longer content with sitting back. They're going to get to the action.
I mean, the HAN is just buying time here and getting points back.
On that quick
this is the best thing they can do.
The pillar. I think a couple of these vehicles could maybe just pop in here and make a big play. Speaking of a big play, while we're all focused on the C sector, another huge mistake, or even just a great play from Stax. We knew Stax is going to be a difference maker for this team, and this is exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Stax finds the boat to prepare for D sector, and then Wansa just rolls up with Hodu, and they just blow everybody to smithereens.
It's 20 seconds, I believe. 20 seconds cooldown.
You can do whatever you want down here
20 seconds respawn cooldown.
Defense, that is all she wrote for the C
it's pretty
sector.
rough.
In D sector even will look extremely
It's been a solid chunk of time just sitting there.
You would expect when these tanks start to roll in that they're the one finding all the kills. Wanza is able to pick up a 3-piece of his own as the respawn beacons try to flood some of the members of HYD into the mix. But yeah, you would imagine that these vehicles...
Hold up, did they just stack knocks to clear them? I mean, to be fair, that's spot one.
Pillbox down here.
Oh my gosh, Artyom!
You could do it for D sector. Huge mistake. Wansa just rolls up with Hodu, and they just blow everybody to smithereens under. I mean, it's just a kill box down here.
Oh my gosh, Artyom!
You could do whatever you want down here now. Unfortunately for the defense,
okay, then.
That is all she wrote for the C sector. In D sector even will look extremely dire. What a huge win for HAN.
Yeah, that's going to be rough on them. What's GG? Okay, C's gone. We knew it was going to go. There was no way C was not going to go like that, right?
Yeah, you would imagine that these vehicles in these close corridors, in this tight space, would be the ones finding all of the kills. But I saw Artyom, I think it was like 4 or 5 kills in a row with the shotgun. That individual prowess on a big map like Cyclone is still
If H1 can at least get rid of some of their vehicles here, they have a good chance, but unlikely.
They were kind of seeking as a safe haven.
I've noticed nobody deals with the fuel silos on the fence. Everybody just waits for them to blow up and kill them. I mean, the only time, I think the only team that actively on Cyclone dealt with those fuel silos before they became a hassle for them on defense was LT. LT were the only teams that had their fuel silos wiped out. Or I think in that game, Han actually killed it for them. I couldn't really see the POV because we have very limited angles. But that basically allowed them to hold C for way longer than they should have.
Now, but this is unreal what Watts has been able to accomplish from a score category. And then also you see Ghost on 25 kills with the Jet. You see 21 from Arteon. Insane.
What about a comparison of commander to commander? The HAN side has 20,000 score on their commander. The side of HYD, 5,000.
Yeah, that's gonna give them so much momentum.
4X. Yeah, I mean they don't have hardly anything to show for the last couple sectors, and they don't even have a boat to work with for the D sector. And this is, listen, I said there was a little bit of room for some mistakes, and then the heroes.
They're so bunched up. One knocks and it's GG.
We get to the E sector, it's GG's. If we go to the E sector immediately and
they just need a knocks or two and they can clear that room like it's nobody's business.
A giant flank. This is actually going to be Stacks.
What the heck?
And Johan trying to find some value on the backside. And what's really, really good about this from Stacks and Johan is that they're part of two different squads, so they might be able to find some sort of flank where bunch. 8 members can actually join in. This would be detrimental to the defense of HYD. And take a look at this. Yeah, a flood is
oh my god, they've gotten half flanked.
And they have no idea yet.
2 full squads, one goes high, one goes low. This is
so one's probably going to drop D.
And following it to a
and then the others are just going to
say, follow orders, and it's working. 2KA, a difference maker for HYD. Can't win a 1v4 with a bow in close quarters combat. Just going to be insanely difficult. Great job.
Are they going to ramp up the Amphib onto D1?
To drop off the infantry and then move back to the canal to gain.
If they send that Amphib onto point, that's going to be so rough for HYD. I don't think they hold it. I think they fold.
Brutal.
Yeah, I would like to mention it. Call it out.
I mean, that'd be the smart play. That Amphib straight on it. But I think what HYD has like 4 or 5 engineers just sitting there waiting on high. What's up, no bro? How's your day going? How have you been, man?
Going on from the likes of Ghost, and like we mentioned, the bigger the map, the more the vehicles become.
Yeah, everybody's just playing Nox.
HYD right now.
I like to see how people realize how good Nox is for these tight angles.
To help them defend here. HAN are just taking over. You mentioned it. They might be able to take both.
Okay, that's good to hear, dude. I'm glad.
HYD are pushing back a little bit. They do still have control.
That's really good to hear, man.
But with D2 falling very, very shortly here, HAN will be able to turn their attention.
Dude, the freaking pocket shotgun.
And 20 members of HAN.
As I said, the pocket shotgun. He jumped and got freaking lost in the face by one.
Right now.
Okay, that's good news, man.
Want them attacking.
Bro got popped. Dude, I was like about to go on a sermon a bitch about how like dumb the pocket shotgun is. Dude literally whips out his pocket shotgun, puts it back, and then gets pocket shotgun.
And 20 members of HAN right now.
Oh, dude, that's so comedic.
Any part of my zone.
Yeah, dude, this pocket shotgun is so dumb. People are just playing pocket shotgun bow.
There's 2KA.
Bow for range and then shotgun for close.
15 kills, which is
I'm surprised nobody's using the lever action, honestly.
Sarajin, though, 23-12. Told you, Sarajin could do it all. You want him up in the vehicle? Fantastic. One on the ground with a bow.
Oh, shotgun again.
Bad news.
Dude, they need to nerf this pocket shotgun. It's so dumb. It's such a bad thing.
And here's a great play.
Gotta go backshotted, exactly.
Bashi, unfortunately, classic conversation.
Bro, what are you playing? We're not playing anything right now, Melville. We're watching the highlights of the DFIW. LAN for Delta Force. So this is the invitational LAN for the Warfare game mode.
The boat of
I do play the game competitively.
I think that was on the back of a few
but yeah, I'm just watching the VODs and analyzing them, man. Welcome in.
A worthwhile play. Whoever made it, I think we
that's why I don't have hands on keyboard.
But that was actually a pretty big moment. And Miang does have.
How many people on the LAN? How does it work? It's 8 teams of 20 people, so it's 160 people total.
That was a big overextension by Stacks there.
So each side is 20 people.
Saw where it kind of went down.
Within each side, yeah, and then you have 8 teams. So
mistake.
there was one from EU, one from NA,
not look like a position that you could go ahead and recover from. Wanza,
one from Indonesia, one from Thailand, like those whole things. How do the points work?
Blow it up so that way you can go ahead,
so you
go
win
back
maps.
to
So you have
spawn
attack and defend on each map.
Because that one
and then
is all but gone, and yeah, exactly.
No, so you join in as a group of 20, a team of 20. So it's eight teams of 20 people. So you sign up as your team of 20, and then you qualify as a team of 20, and then you play LAN. The problem was in EU and NA we got random amounts.
This is best case scenario for HYD. You needed a miracle.
Dude, there's also 5 subs as well.
A professional player like
plus, and I think there's a coaching slot, so they could beat anyway up to 25 people on a team. A lot of these teams have 5 subs, so 25 people you're basically managing. It is a nightmare of coordination. That's what we had to coordinate for our thing. It's a very strategic game.
This is the gift. Let's see what they can do with it.
Well, you can't really out-aim 25 people unless everybody in your 25 is everybody in your 20 is extremely skilled.
We did actually call on the individual efforts from the side of HYD, specifically on the.
Like you'll see, if someone picks up a 4-piece or a 3-piece, it is insane. Like so insane. Thanks for the meta pipe.
In situations
appreciate
like this,
that.
so we're gonna have to call on him to make something happen, but it might be a little bit too late. As
I am multi-streaming, by the way. I'm on a YouTube vertical, and then streaming on vertical and main on
get back into the mix, get
what's
back
this
onto the
thing called
defense.
Twitch?
It might be a little too late.
Urgent redeployment is nice. You're right.
I don't think I could out-aim much, but I think I could do all the reses. Yeah, I mean, reses are so important in this game mode. It is insane.
Without any vehicles to their name. I am seeing a
if you don't, I think your most valuable players are your medics in this game mode. You don't have a lot, but they need to be like putting in work. Otherwise, you will get screwed over.
You let the attackers get revived, you're just gonna get outnumbered on the point. Alpan gonna try to.
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life.
Thank you, Bunny. How are you?
Put it into some symbol
of
neutral zone in case they lose D1, and this isn't an
I used to have to res you from the depths of hell. Exactly.
Given the
a lot of people have to do that in this game mode. You'll see here. Like a lot of the best players are the ones who play medic really well.
Now the full squad is actually going to spawn on him, and on the back foot of the full squad too. What about the full team from HYD? When you do go ahead and put those strategic beacons down, you have to use some of your score. But the whole entire team of 20 can go ahead and pretty much spawn behind enemy lines.
Yo, that's rough.
Brutal. But even though they had access and the ability to spawn,
this is gonna be a stump. Check the scoreboard, dude. That's just crazy. What? This map looks cool with the water and stuff. Yeah, but it runs like ass. Every single time one of the O2 tanks blows up, minus 40 frames instant. That's just it, dude. That's the biggest issue with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one.
Send me a DM about it, Benny.
Running through the canal. I wonder if just a well-placed shot took them off the point, and then the attackers.
So you notice this, so they can't legally sue you if you don't give consent. Type of response you just gave.
The Jets back into the game. Good luck, everybody out there. Julius does have.
I like Cyclone aesthetically. It is a horrible experience to play on, honestly.
Not too impressive for the HYD side.
And I'm actually getting bored of watching the maps because these maps take like an hour to do, unless they're super one-sided, and they're just so boring. Like one team is just constantly on the back foot, like. Look at the split, dude. They're trying to hold E1 here, but E1 is the harder point to hold between the two. Let's actually chat about this real quick. So, essentially what they're doing. So, Han has a jet, an AAV. They've just called in a tank for this push. They have a boat. And then HYD only has a boat. HYD is not going to be able to recover here. HYD essentially needs to spawn in an anti-air and get more vehicles on the board to do this, but they're not going to be able to do either of those things because of this jet. The jet's just going to insta-kill anything they try to bring. So that's GG to them.
I'm kind of playing boots on the ground. I would imagine that Ghost probably ends this game.
That's going to be game for them, honestly.
The sector. Now the tanks and the vehicles are going to be a big part of this East sector. That being said, usually when you have such a big advantage from the side of the attack, when you're going into the E sector, when you call the vehicles in, they always get blown up by the jet. But take a look at this. 2 vehicles have actually landed for the side of HYD. One of them's going to be the tank destroyer. The other one's going to be the boat. Careful, Miang. I don't want to see you get stuck like Wanza did. That would be a big blow to the attack.
Look at the strike team down at the bottom of your screen, though. Artyom, Johan, RU1B looking to
That's just so sad for this team because
maybe looking to take down the tank destroyer, but Kahlua
yeah, this map is a horrible draw.
Well spotted, well played.
But once you get, if you're not prepared on Cyclone, it's game,
now
dude.
The big question is, what do you do against this jet? Is this going to be?
I don't know what's worse though, this or Fault. At least in Fault, I guess you can dogfight, and dogfighting becomes a big part of it.
Max lives.
But if you have a very big, you know, difference in skill, it's going to be GG.
Happen there does find one of those kills. By the way, when we enter the E sector,
yeah, there goes the vehicle.
5 kills.
Now that's Chai.
Going to be the tank destroyer going down for the side of HYD. So yeah, that's going to be a big blow. Now
that's game over.
I see the boat.
E2 is going to collapse, and then
right there joining the fray. The AV is also making its approach over towards the E2 point, and this is actually the
they have 4 vehicles on the board.
Second on this E sector.
Plus a jet. They have a boat, 2 tanks.
And making a statement.
Yeah.
And like we already mentioned multiple times, every single time
see,
we take
every single time they're spawning in a vehicle in this game, it's gonna die.
Alive,
if you can't kill that jet, nothing you can do.
Yeah, call it what you may. Some people say
their best bet, right?
I just think we.
The best bet here would be, in my opinion, and this is the only counter I can think of, is get a captain to set up a AA gun on the helipad, well, the landing strip, the runway. Why did it take me so long to remember it? And then spawn in an AA and try and protect your spawn-ins with that AA emplacement. That's like the only thing you can do. Maybe have the boat back it up. But unless you can keep that that jet at bay, you're just basically spawning in vehicles to waste points and give them free points as well. Like, there is nothing you could do. You could also try Allura rocketing the jet in its dive when it comes for it. But like, what else are you gonna do? You're just watching your vehicles drop in for free and die. You're spending 10, 12k points.
Got fantastic jet operators, and they
for them to just farm it.
Once you win that early engagement,
like here's another thing.
To break this jet
yeah,
out of the sky. You have to either get very lucky with the shots over the top. We saw a boat wire guided hit a jet. That was against FX and Wormy.
Yeah, that boat wire guide was crazy.
You can and see what you can do with your engineers, but it's just a very difficult very difficult vehicle to take out of the sky without a true lob AA, without an anti-aircraft gun on the ground that you can actually protect, without really anything that you can shoot at this jet. This is going to be nearly impossible for the defense to do anything about. E sector, just a matter of time.
Grasping at straws here from the side of HYD. They call in the artillery barrage, but somehow Wanza is actually going to be calling in a guided missile. He's going to be looking to end things right now. E2 is in full control of the side of HAN.
There goes nuke for E1.
Because when this guided missile does land on the backside of E1, they want to make a full-on fledged flood. Let's take a look at the value of the guided missile. It's not going to be finding any
I'm going to nap stuff everything else. Go sleep well. Appreciate you take this with you.
They're all forced off the point.
You deserve
They're
it.
actually going to be able to flood back
Wait, are they actually going to get E1 back?
Is called in. They're starting to feel the pressure. 157 tickets available for the side of HAN, but with so many vehicles able to go ahead and take down so many troops from the side of HYD.
Now they've put up an AA emplacement. That's
good. They should be able to capture this, but they're not.
So I mean, they kind of did think about it.
No, yeah, I mean, listen,
but it was a bit too late.
Play, and honestly, the
AA emplacement idea was
a
bit too late. They should have known, seeing all the Cyclone maps that were played the past few days, that they should have done that.
Recapped defense, a full setup on E1
way earlier. They should have prepped for it. Like, nobody plans to lose the LAVAA. It just happens and nobody's planned for it.
And then you've got infantry that'll just slowly work their way in to clean up the remaining pieces. As long as you don't scam on the backside of E2, it's just going to be a matter of time, because Ghost is going to pick people off from the skies as well. They just don't have enough firepower to compete with what HAN
He's basically giving them an artillery strike, well, an airstrike every single time they try to hold that point.
Yeah, and the score is going to be a big problem for the side of HYD.
What are they going to do, man?
Obviously, HAN have access to so much. The Ghost Pilot still doing ghost things. He's trying to go ahead and take out this boat. One more run of damage like that, and that will be all she wrote for that boat. Now another flood comes in.
There goes boat.
Towards the side of E1. Last time this was defended by HYD. They had an urgent redeployment. This time it's not going to be available. HAN, they're starting to feel the pressure. They know exactly what they can do here. They can close out Cyclone. They can make this 1-0 very, very quickly.
Mumbashi doing what they can. That thing overheats a little bit too fast to take it out by yourself. Need every single shot.
I was a little too late for that.
Jet, or at least make it think about something else as the boat does fall. E1 looking like it will fall here shortly as well. A great effort from HYD.
I wonder which teams have coaches and which teams don't. Like, which are just winging it.
They really couldn't get back on their feet. Even with a couple mistakes from HAN on the D sector, they just didn't have enough firepower. I know it's simple, but that's the way the math works sometimes. More vehicles oftentimes equals a win, unless you have some heroes making big plays. And unfortunately, these vehicles have not died. I mean, we've had these tanks since for a while now. This is it. They're giving everything they've got on the E1 sector. A lot of green, and a lot of green about to fall. Ghost having a heyday over the top. 1, 2, 3, triple kill with the jet. Everybody weak. Medics trying through the smoke to keep bodies on the point. The attackers, though, that feed on the left is moving a lot faster than the feed on the right.
One thing that HAN is very good at is not overcommitting. You can see those tanks off in the distance, still maintaining, like Wanza, still over towards E2. He knows his role. He knows he just has to defend E2 and trust his team. Also,
is Wanza just solo holding E2?
Yeah, he knows that his team is finding all the kills, getting into the action, but he knows his role. Just sit back, relax, and watch your team take care of the rest. HAN with an absolutely dominant performance, and that's pretty much been the story ever since they entered.
20,000 for all of them. That is a big difference maker. Jedi is his position.
HAN kind of dominate on Ascension yesterday.
I mean, the Jet players are just going to get so much school. It's gonna do insane. They're just gonna do insane and just go through it.
Swept there too, and they.
What else can you do?
Teams, but I agree with you. It's not a huge point. It is still something to talk about though. And we're jumping in finally. Value. Here's a look at Lance just trying to shell down onto the point.
Just that.
Hold up, let's see a strategy difference here.
And they need to make it right here, right now. Here's a look
at
Lance up in the sky for HYD. No subs. And I should have called Lance out. That makes a lot of sense for this HYD roster. Lance, a difference maker and also a vehicle operator.
So they didn't get any. They started up the game and they basically,
how that jet is positioned between these two teams, right?
That is not free.
Approach, constantly
so it seems the best strat is just insta kill AAM on Cyclone, which is good. Smart one.
If it starts,
they just start an insta kill it with the jet.
Just kind of dip back in and take a little bit more of a defensive approach, but keeping it alive is what is important because you can constantly peek out and start to pressure that jet. Take a look at the approach here from the side of HYD and how the infantry is doing at the forefront of Sector A.
That's a lot of men on that anthem. Like, watch 4 or 5 people in that anthem.
If Wanza does find the appropriate angle and he does just that,
nice play.
I would be not surprised if he starts to light up the kill feed here. I don't think he's actually found one yet, but I'm sure the damage has been landed.
I really like this play of the boat playing way out far side on the wrap of a huge flank from our boat operator to find some value. Here's a look at Lance just trying to shell down onto the point. Not really even doing strafing runs, just throwing the brakes on, throwing some missiles down and backing up. But you're right, the attackers are making a quick move right now. So far, Jet still alive, Lob and Boat still alive for the defensive side. Namely because they played extremely
this freaking shotgun.
Hit inside.
They're just all shotgun spamming.
Value immediately. Kind of nullify the Jet's ability to find real, meaningful value on.
They need to find a way to balance this bow and the shotgun meta because otherwise it's just going to be annoying.
Piecing 2KA.
Oh, that was nasty.
With the bow, there's a reason
get...
this guy has been a standout performer for this roster, even amongst a couple sweeps. Going huge on the point and starting to get some value on it as well. It's down to about 50%.
That was a crazy
trying to call in the reinforcements now. Right, need bodies on point. If they are actually able to go ahead and capture Sector A right now, to be completely on the back foot of the individual effort of 2KA. He's trying to make something happen. He knows members of the side of HAN or on the other side of the hill. He's trying to flush them out. for the side of HAN because they lost so many members. They have to spawn so far away. They're trying to make the run back, and they do just that, but not before the point is about 50% capture. But look who's waiting for him.
This guy's nasty with the bow.
2KA. This guy can't miss.
No,
he misses.
Dude, I thought he got
He can't miss. Costless curse.
Gotta hide in the smoke there. Again, let me just re-emphasize it because it's a very important point. Lance is 0-0-0. The Jet operator has done nothing.
Yeah, guys had 9 at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, but that's because you also had free reign.
That is the nature of the game. If you can keep these anti-aircraft guns alive, the Jet can't do much. Now, it does mean that your Lav, your AA Lav, is doing nothing in the backline either besides just keeping the Jet away. But that is
but that's all that matters, dude. You want that AA to be doing nothing but dealing with that Jet, because as long as it's up, all it takes is the Jet to make one mistake and your AA play to be ready.
Trying to work the flanking angles. You can see they're kind of on the shoreline over here, trying to flesh out some of the members of HAN.
I don't understand, like,
capturing Sector A. Man, they're doing great work.
Sure, immediately pulled out the freaking shoddy.
Right, the bows are just flying across the map for the side of HYD. And take a look at how far
bow players are HYD playing.
Strike squad has actually made it for the side of HYD. They're starting to push back the defense quite far, find some of those respawn beacons, which again is
everybody just walks into shotguns on those, I swear.
HAN way far back.
And it looks like HYD is going to take the point and then they don't.
HYD, get on the point, start to get active, and secure Sector A right now.
Yeah, and Tank BRK is playing pretty aggressive with the AAV, but still using this ridge to hide from some of those AT4 shots that are coming over the top. They're jumping the point right now.
I wonder, is Han the only team using lock-ons, or are they using the Fire Forget AA missiles?
Either way it goes.
The radar lock-ons.
Attackers, defense, running out of bodies. Defense, there's not enough there. A great capture from HYD.
Yeah, that took a while.
Nice push, well executed.
I mean, it's up to 180.
Between the B sector island.
So Han is just setting up all of their team here. Where's the A? They still have the AA up, but the AA is pulled all the way back towards spawn. I think it's just gonna go set up top height.
And where the C sector begins, this boat is just going to patrol this canal and make sure that any attackers that try to go low are going to get obliterated. They have to stay on the high ground, and on the high ground, you're a little bit more exposed.
100%.
In the distance, HYD have a boat available to
exactly as you said.
But nobody's in it. I'm not entirely sure why you would not want to go ahead and use that, but I'm sure they're going to jump into that.
Oh,
and the
nice.
AAV from the side of HYD is going to get blown up.
Yeah, and that was a marked objective for the defense. What a great play there. That is communication.
Problem with that AAV is you have no countermeasures to deal with getting Allura rushed.
From the squad leader saying, hey, we've got it in our sights. We've got the Allura rockets. You saw a couple of those connect to get the final kill. We've got the AT4s to finish this thing off. Make the call now, marks it, it's dead. That's a big score swing for the defense, let alone another vehicle down for the attack.
With the AAV down, though, Tank BRK is just going to go ahead and jump into that boat like I was talking about. And yeah, they're not going to make anything happen here.
It's crazy. One has such a good coordinated agile. One is a very good coordinated agile, I mean to say.
Keep a close eye on that. But as soon as Sector B does spawn for the side of the defense, they do get access to one of those tanks, which always does find itself up on this hill. And actually,
and now they're basically just sitting as an artillery piece. Nice.
And let's Genman jump into that, and he's going to be taking over the tank role now.
Yes, Genman and Hodu in that boat, by the way. Happy birthday, Hodu, again. But Tank BRK in a boat of their own, quite weak. And again, this is why the B sector is going to stall out probably for a while. This is where the defense can make a huge play. Nice angle there from Niang, but because you've got these vehicles that can play the ridge.
No, they still have the jet up. I don't know why the A is looking at the tank.
On the B sector for the attackers. They have to get some of these vehicles down. To do that, though, you need the jet to be active. And for the jet to be active, it's more risky.
They're keeping that AA far back so that they don't get rocket rushed. You can tell.
So a back and forth.
They're really expecting to get Allura rushed on that tank. I mean, on that other
Lance up in the sky for HYD.
Sometimes warfare is just about the small efficiencies that you can kind of find. The Lav, we know its sole role. It doesn't have to do anything more than keep the jet at bay, but you can't constantly pressure the jet.
Wait a minute. Boat down for the defense. Down goes HAN's boat. Jinman and Hodu out of here. Little window of opportunity for the attackers.
Yeah.
Another stolen vehicle on the main stage here. That's going to be Sarah.
What is
Jen
going on with these
so no big deal.
people and not noticing
on the way out? Great job there.
and shit like this happens?
So HYD are not going to be able to use
It takes them way too long to realize that those respawn beacons vehicles are off.
Try to keep an eye out on whether or not they can
people are going towards them.
They of course want to.
Yesterday, watching that AAV get hijacked hurt my soul.
Potentially use that as a giant beacon for the side of the defense as well.
Yeah, it was a nice steal. Sarah Jen, we saw proned out in the back of the spawn for HYD. Assault vehicle really the only thing they'll probably be able to steal, but still, it is a nice little boom. We talked about it yesterday. LT did the exact same strat. Allows you to utilize
LT did it 3 times yesterday.
And prevent respawn beacons, vehicle respawn beacons from your opponent. There it is.
Yeah.
That's a huge swing. It feels so insignificant. Maybe people that don't play comp here for Warfare, but it's gigantic for both of these teams. To be able to spawn so much clearer, or sorry, quickly to the closer is the word I'm looking for, and quickly to the point. That's a huge win.
Yo.
Lance was taking a lot of damage right there, and if you do take a look at the vehicle list for the side of HAN,
yeah, Lance is not just forced to play very passive.
This AA effect, they have the lob that's getting active, but they also have 2 turrets set up that are trying to play that AA role as
I mean,
well.
if Lance,
is under heavy fire
if Lance can get on top of that AAV, you can get a good rush, you get a good like jump on them. You can maybe kill it.
But keep a close eye
Oh, that's a very tall order now. I mean that LAVA is sitting quite.
Yeah, went up, dropped the smoke,
you know,
allowed the strike team to move forward.
Lonely there.
Here from Widow, support the team in a big way.
It might be possible.
Gains another piece of cover. Does look like HAN taking a bit of fire over the top. Again, let's emphasize that. Did you see the stat line for Lance?
002 is rough.
Yeah, definitely rough right there. Widow,
it's so rough.
Up here in the distance is actually trying to sniff out one of these flank plays. They know Jappy is around somewhere, but he might actually make it out alive. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god,
make it out
way.
alive. He's definitely going to make it out alive.
He was waiting for the AAV.
The security of an AAV. Lance doesn't like that. He's trying to make
There's no way that just happened again.
He knew the timing. Dude. How do you know the timing?
Yeah, Han and LT just know the timings already.
My bad. I said the armored assault, the assault vehicle was the only thing that you could steal. I don't know how they were able to get an AAV. That's a big mistake from HYD, and now the vehicle advantage is continuing to be swung back towards
That's probably going to be a B-lock now.
That is a massive steal. With that AAV, you have a chance potentially to even play Canal. You can get more aggressive towards this lob. You can get more aggressive towards the tanks. You could utilize it as even a bullet sponge for your attacking infantry to actually.
What's your opinion on toilet rugs? Depends. What are we talking about when we say toilet rugs?
Up on the ridge,
Mr. Sleeper. Sorry, I missed your message. I was just so focused.
Like Tank BRK, at least the production trying to tell us that Tank BRK, yes, is in a decent position.
Yes, the janky ass.
Might be stuck there as well. So a couple mistakes as well with the boat. And it looks like, yeah. Umbachi's trying to knock him off the rock with a jet ski, maybe. I don't know, but oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
A bigger boat.
Yeah, look at this.
Be interested in knocking this thing loose. Yeah, it did nothing. By the way.
Oh,
what are they doing there, dude?
This is funny. Warfare sometimes there's just weird stuff that happens.
We might actually get that tank up for free.
Tank down. It looked like maybe a Lua rocket that could have done enough damage to take it out actually hit the top of that.
Oh, it was a good one.
Kind of like light.
Oh, my bad. Double clicked.
For some flank opportunity, but the engineers are going to have to make something happen. HAN just hopped in another. The same try.
Did they steal another one?
Deny access to some of these vehicles. It does potentially get behind cover.
Oh,
They're going to be jumping in it. The engineers are going to have to make something happen. By the way, Sarah Jen just hopped in another attacking AAV. This was stolen. This was another
They stole 2 AAVs.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They can't keep, I feel like the meme, they can't keep getting away with this.
Yeah.
And it looks like Stax as well. I mean, I don't know if Stax was kind of using this assault vehicle that was initially stolen from the side of HAN to kind of go ahead and help Sarajin with that steal, but he was also kind of behind enemy lines with that thing, so I mean, they're just getting way too much value out of flanking on that shoreline over there. Obviously, it's easy to kind of spill that story.
No, that's crazy.
That beach.
Because of a boat. Respawn individual 100.
Yeah.
Now, even one of the time before. But
They're not gonna take it back here.
Complete barrage.
They take B. I'm just gonna skip it through.
The swim
vehicle coming in for the attackers and taking heavy damage.
Yeah, this is just a very masterclass in defense. I don't think this is worth watching. Now it's gonna be a B lock. And that's HYD falling 2-0.
Side of HYD.
Can't get not only which they GG.
The pressure.
It's probably gonna be Tuxedo versus
the vehicles. They're
Tuxedo versus Han is gonna be good.
HY battling through the lower bracket. I really need to look at
some look at the
things that I don't. A couple big.
I just want to know who ended up MVP.
Dude, you guys are doing
defense. The MVP 23 as expected. Put on socials.
The MVP on the side of HAN.
Going over. Yeah, I respect the Wanza play. Top scorer, like you said, a fantastic commander.
Good one.
It really did feel like this is an extremely good player, and the commander role is the most important role. I think, no debate. And so it makes sense that he's MVP. I will say though, like you mentioned, Wanza didn't really say anything for the last like. I mean,
Oak's great.
Umbra. We're actually
so it'll be interesting. We're gonna deliver
strongly win this first game. We're dropping. Right here, right now on crack.
This is FX attack.
Attackers on the left side of Sector A.
This is a new approach that we have seen. Not often do we see a big swarm towards the left side off of the rip here from the attacking side. Let's see if they can kind of catch TXD off guard with this. And taking a look at the feeds on the left and the right side, it looks like TXD were fully prepared for this one, as they do have some of the barricades kind of set up, but Winter's kind of getting in the mix. Leo's getting into the mix. Keep a close eye on Leo, by the way, for the side of FX, because even though they lost yesterday, he was doing great individually.
Yeah, top fragging for the team, even in a bad state, like well into the 20-kill margin, so definitely Leo, a difference maker. Now, Randy just had a nice play there to maintain control with this respawn beacon, set up an area for the team to respawn on, or a squad to respawn on at the very least, on top of this hill. We'll see
what is even going on here
do with this egress. Now, TXD also recognized this, so we're going to be playing for it. NTPP gets cut down, though, with the help of Randy and Boom.
Okay, that's a good push. But they have so many people committed there.
With the bow on a 3 spree right now, pushing with a full roster.
Ooh, finally we see Raptor being used in for Overwatch.
Or maybe even more,
continuing
to join them. Commander versus Commander. Romania on the other side, also on a 3 spree. But a big fight on high ground needs to go the way of the attackers so they can make a push with some smokes over to the point and begin a cap here shortly.
Oh, big flank play from the side of NTPP. He's going to be picking up a 3-piece over there, but the medics are going to be surrounding for the side of FX. They're going to be able to get all of these reses. The Nile is going to be trying to come in for the side of TXD, but there's only one remaining member that they have yet to find.
Hello, V-Dubs. How you doing, man?
All of the rocks.
Doing well?
One little thing for everybody at home. Remember, Crack starts off with 0 vehicles, which is very, very rare in a game mode change.
This becomes a
having to readdress the
better
operator
thing. Okay. You at home today?
Over here, revives that you were talking about.
I hope you feel better, dude.
Absolute dump. 20
again whenever the respawn timers were down. So that's
take care of yourself.
The high ground is low side A.
I'm just skipping through this because holy hell.
He's picking him back so good.
Like they're trying. You want to think of them?
A plan B, plan C.
Wait, someone on Friday?
TXD,
I gotcha.
There's really only been one plan, and that's just to dominate. They've got, like, what was that, like 6, 7, 8 members into double digits, and there wasn't a single member on the side of FX actually into those double-digit kills.
They've got them pincered, man. Syndrax is on 17. NTPP over at 15 or so. I think I like the low side play. It's going to feel a little bit more comfortable, especially with the presence that NTPP, KKN do have on the far side. With Romania, by the way. Romania is actually taking the high ground position on the far side of the cliffs, overlooking this A sector. But if we set this,
yeah, I'm just catching up with the VOD from this, and it's not looking good, man.
Dire now for FX, who have lost 80, nearly 80 lives, 75 lives in a blink of an eye.
The numbers are here for the side of FX. They could potentially go ahead and find that swarm that they were looking for the sector. But again, keep a close eye on the kill feed. I'm still seeing more green than I am red picking up those kills.
Yeah, that's getting locked.
I'm gonna say B.
Capture. Trying to do.
I don't see them winning this one.
This is what, and his tank get over. Stop them right here.
I actually managed to get it. Progress, yeah. Hold
better
on.
than they do with this
Let's see what they do.
cam perspective, but look at the
Okay,
numbers.
so they set up. They managed to get a AAV up, which is huge.
And that's exactly what they're doing. A, starting to be contested. Assault vehicle going to jump on, drop some more smokes all around it. We've got our line set up. Let's make a move to get onto the point. Wormy's there. Wormy's inside the building, or rather on top of the roof, while the rest of the players begin to swarm it. They have the advantage, and they're actually utilizing it.
What are your plans this evening, Vidams? You gonna get some gaming in?
This is what TXD needs to
Nope.
do. They need to grab
GG.
their tank, and they're dropping their love and down at the...
Now, window is closing indeed, with everything kind of called in for the side of TXD. What's going to be the full send for FX? They're jumping onto the point, but take a look at the progression bar in the middle of the screen. It is now almost entirely green. The two vehicles have joined the fray. TXD want to stop things now. Skynet is going to be picking up the AAV, and with that being destroyed, you got to feel for the side of FX, because that might be their hopes and the dreams in the tournament. You want to go ahead and call this a best of one. What if TXD are able to hold them on Sector A? Wormy's trying to make something happen. He's trying to go ahead and coordinate the troops. He marks one of the vehicles. He's like, hey, listen, guys, rolls. Still going to be a
good attempt there. That's going to be that.
Taunted, win the game, and we're going to end it right fast.
Yeah.
Before window is
They're
pretty
not
much
that.
the one thing that I know.
They're just waiting for the free spawn.
On the right side.
Them in a moment, like,
Probably no gaming tonight. You got a lot of work to do.
Team, there's such a Sector A, and it's a totally different game.
Yeah.
Wormy, yes, has AAV. It will not last for long. TXD are too
there
good
goes
for
the
that.
entire
Immediately are paying attention to where he's at.
airstrike.
Thanks for distance.
Yeah.
Like crap.
It's gonna be FX completely locked out on A.
He's just gonna use
anything.
A ton of smoke. Lower bracket.
Believe that. On the ground, I mean, Muzz, yeah, you're doing great with 20 kills, but I'm pretty sure they'll be them down and
both that vehicle neutral.
Yeah, that's following it.
They could do, but we also know.
See it in their face once in this team.
Yeah.
Split in half.
That sucks, man.
Win 47.
You're just gonna sit and watch the footy then?
That is.
I mean, they didn't do bad, like kill wise. They had some decent kills. But I mean, they're just not gonna make any progress there on that one. That was rough. It was super rough. Like there was no way for them to game ground. I think they game ground one time.
Revives.
I can't even say anything there. That was just a masterclass of TXD. A lot of it, and they didn't play badly. Like half the time they were playing right. The biggest issue, like here for example, right? The biggest issue is just how do you have 6 people losing to 3 like that?
Gotta utilize these effectively. You have a small advantage.
You're just getting outgunned there.
I think I like the low side play. It's gonna feel a little bit more
mobile,
comfortable,
even that feels like a
presence
treasure
that
at the moment.
NTPP, KKN do have on the far side with Romania, by the way. Romania is actually taking the high ground position on the far side of the cliffs, overlooking this A sector.
Freedoms.
If we said
have you ever thought about getting a dog?
Things are looking extremely dire
at any
now
point
for FX.
at all?
Lost 80, nearly 80 lives, 75 lives in a blink of an eye.
The numbers are here
maybe,
for the side of FX.
Maybe helpful if you chose. Yeah, stuff like this is.
For the sector, but
yeah, that was about to be. That was about to be fine.
But nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to watch the defense
or
the attack of Tuxedo. Yeah, Tuxedo is just walking.
On some of those vehicles kind of floating
Yeah,
down.
we're in C so quickly.
Every single time we switch POVs, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, let's watch it for interesting. Watch 2 times. Yeah, that's fair. Most things, young man. Guess what? What's up, Sipo? I'm guessing. I don't know. The guess is what.
Here.
They won the first round.
Fair enough, Vidubs. Fair enough.
Round to put themselves in the losers finals up against a team like HAN. That's going to be a tough matchup if they can make it there for either one of these teams. Stay tuned for that one. But we do got to close things out here. Like you were mentioning, it feels like it's done and dusted. We called it a best of one. That one has now been lost, and I wanted to see the emotions, right?
The results of the semester. Oh, how did you do? Do you know?
Not too good, I'll be honest.
10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. TXD going to be red in the attacking side and FX green on the defensive side. No vehicles for either team to start things off. All smirk, all smile for Mr. Wormy. Let's see him lock in and surprise everyone. A chance to surprise the former champions right here, right now. If TXD capture A, it is not over. TXD have to win the map. They have to capture every single sector, finish things up on C for them to be called the champions of this matchup. And for FX, they just got to hold the line somewhere. It looks like FX have elected to swing over to the high ground. Left-hand side of this A sector. Take some shots over the top.
They went straight for high ground, and they forfeited point. Did they just give up A for free?
Classic strategies. Again, we've seen
what the fuck?
And unfortunately, they didn't get there
exactly
fast.
How I
A
thought
goes down in the blink of an eye. Time to hold.
How I thought you did, or how you thought you did? I did.
This is a little bit of a
Did you do well?
that steam.
What are you studying, Steve-O?
As well. And
a play, right? You can't really just sack B1 for free because it gives this TXD roster so much momentum. But also, if you invest everybody on B1 and you lose just about everybody with hardly anything to show for it, B2 is so much easier for this attack to capture. They're going to cap both at the same time because where are the defenders? They're on respawn timer, and they don't have an urgent redeployment to utilize. This is another great play from TXD, and again, I feel like a small misstep from FX to full invest, head against another head, bang out on B1 for you to not be able to even contest and take back this B2 sector. TXD trying to take both at the same time. They're not going to be able to completely, but they're going to force FX way back on their heels, and here come the attacking TXD
many questions,
roster.
dude.
They've set up their footholds, they've set up their base on B1, and here comes the push.
Not even
and the only
enough
thing that can
answers.
save them is
Not
Siren
nearly
in
enough
a tank
answers.
potentially on the off angle, catching some of these people in transition. They know he's here, so where do they go? To the opposite angle, the opposite road.
A lot of responsibility in the hands of a man like Siren. He sure can make it happen, but he's got to play carefully. He's got to play perfectly against a team like TXD, because if he makes any little bit of a misstep, FX will lose that tank, which they desperately need if they're going to have any chance to not only defend B2, but also pretty much defend the rest of the map.
Damn, bro.
As TXD
That's crazy. Well done.
Look to approach from multiple
That's really cool,
angles.
dude.
We've
Congrats.
seen multiple teams throughout this competition kind of try to play these flanks, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Good job, son.
Big res is here for the side of TXD as well. A big flood towards the point. They've just got more bodies on the point right now because FX cannot make their way in.
Listen, I'll challenge you all with our split kill feed here. Pay attention to the left side, then look at the right side. Left side's moving a lot faster than the right. At least it was in this most recent push. Urgent redeployment
Thanks,
to the
Dad.
defensive side. They finally earned enough.
No
Murray
worries.
says, yeah, the pressure's on. Let's utilize it right this second. That means our
That's
respawn
impressive, though.
timers
70%
that
average for
able
chem
to
engineering
reduce
is crazy.
are nearly instantaneous. You're going to
Because
see a lot
holy
more
hell, I
green
could
rushing the
never-
point here in just a moment as they die, respawn. There they
Honestly.
are, all popping up behind the tank and sprinting towards the point. This may save them for a moment. It may stop this first push over to B2, but you won't have it for the next one.
I just
And I'm
remembered your
worried
bombers
that
and
they
let's not.
desperately need it right now. And Siren now is in trouble. NTPP
No.
and AX.
Yeah, no, that's fucked.
You guys are
This is
side
GG.
of the map. They're looking.
They're just getting
F
folded
is
so
Leo
quickly. They're not
alive
holding.
on-
If
Are
you
they
take a
just
look at
double
the
nuking the
C2
point? I think they're just gonna double nuke the point
Is
and commit.
Leo alive on the point? But guess who
Yeah, I'm
eats
sorry I
the
had to find
missile?
out this way.
It is Leo. That is probably GG's.
I don't know. There's a big flood coming in from the side of FX towards this C1 point because of what Leo was able to do, capturing a little bit of C1.
Unlucky Chong.
He's given FX a little bit of a breath of fresh air, an opportunity to maybe find some more members onto this point.
No
They got to
way.
take care of this tank right now. It's 50% HP. Can they find a couple of more engineers to go ahead and
No
invest
way.
some of the rockets towards this tank? This will be a big swing of things, but now Oak is kind of called back to help with the defense of C1. But take a look at how many members of TXD have actually been forced to be called back over towards C1. Now FX is going to play tug of war perfectly.
Yeah.
They're going to
So
start
you
to
had to find
capture
out this
way.
C2 once more. But C1 is actually still in the hands of FX. Now all the members have actually been dwindled out. There's only 2 squads left for the side of TXD onto C2. The FX, they got to make something happen now. I don't know if there's anything left in the tank.
Nope, there is nothing left in that
Unbelievable.
tank. That's just gonna be a roll.
Come to half where they exit Americas for the first time at DFIW. A great team, still a lot more to learn and a lot more to prove. but still, they find themselves tied, I believe, for 5th as they exit the competition. And folks, we are down to half of our starting team number. We are down to 4 teams left.
Yeah, and the 4 teams left are all insanely talented. I mean, this is going to be the most interesting one here.
Defensive side, Ghost might be on for another one heck of a
fucking
performance.
Cyclone again. TXD versus Han and they're on fucking Cyclone. So never recover. You'll never recover. It's okay. You will one day recover.
As we turn our eyes to the point, though, the attackers, as per the usual, looking for a very early bang out on A to see if they can get some early action, see if they can maybe cut down the defenses. If they win their gunnies here, A could start to fall fairly quickly, which would be nice for them. Oak has elected to leave cover, by the way, and Ghost is raining hellfire down on him. Oak has got to run and hide. Oak needs to run and hide much faster than he is right now. No way. A mistake. You don't see those that often from TXD. Wow.
And we saw what happened last time Ghost was left in the skies to be the demise of the opposing team. It was absolute chaos. With no love on the defensive side,
TXD has lost their vehicle.
One heck of a performance. I will say
that's so crazy. Kind of. But I want to go back to the beginning of this.
Run and hide much faster than he is right now. No.
Dude, Ghost is actually such a good pilot.
Roll HA.
I'll have a tub of yogurt to take my mind off. Another one? What kind of yogurt? Is it just plain ass yogurt or is it strawberry or what?
But anybody else, Ghost up in the jet immediately looking for some value.
What kind of yogurt is it, bro?
The immediate value that we're used to him seeing off rip the last couple of times. But Ghost, one of the most prolific jet pilots in the game. We'll see certainly some value from him at some point. As we turn our eyes to the point, though, the attackers, as per the usual, looking for a very early bang out on A to see if they can get some early action. See if they can
from Willies. Thank you for the alert, Drake. Take this with me and go. How are you doing today, man?
Be nice for them.
Appreciate you being your brother as per usual.
Cover, by the way.
Did you watch the
raining hellfire down on him? Oak has got to run and hide. Oak needs to run and hide much faster than he is right now. No way. A mistake. You don't see those that often from TXD.
Maybe my combination.
And we saw what happened last time Ghost was left in the skies to be the demise of the opposing team. It was absolute chaos. With no love on the defensive side, Ghost might be on for another one heck of a performance.
I did not know. Feeling a bit better. That's good at least. We're watching the games now. The first 2 games were a bit boring, but this one's gonna be very interesting. I mean, look at this shit, dude.
Now Ghost is trying to continue with the momentum, trying to take out.
Okay, he didn't hit anything there.
Be backed up by multiple engineers, going to be able to keep that one alive. Looking towards Sector A right now. HAN have made incredible progress towards capturing this thing, and they have only lost 2 tickets. But that being said, you want to talk about progress being made. TXD, they find some of their own. Skynet takes out one of the vehicles on the side of HAN.
Yeah, nice job from Skynet here to get some value from the boat. Unfortunately, that boat is not surviving any longer. That is not a great trade. Assault vehicle down for an entire boat. I mean, brutal, but there's nothing you can do when the jet's in the sky and you can't shoot it. It's directly above you, through on the air brakes, and just sat above you, missiling above
this team is
with the help of blasters. And
this Ghost guy has... So far, the only teams that have managed to pull off the strat of killing the LAVA on the rip is both Han and LT. So that means Han and LT are very good firepower. I low-key want to see how if they get play Fault. I want to see Han versus LT on Fault.
Great pushback.
Or wait, no, didn't LT do it to Han in the first matches on day 1? I can't remember properly.
Somehow they've actually managed.
That'd be crazy, dude.
Get another one of these lobs alive and back out to safety. Looks like he is going to go ahead and enter that tunnel. Ghost not going to be able to pick up.
It would be absolutely crazy, man.
So now TXD have something going for them in that regard. So that's going to be good. I feel like HAN, they probably want to go ahead and get this capture going very, very quickly, right? Maybe get Ghost into one of these runs to try to go ahead and get something going early on here. TXD have done a great job, all things considered, instantly losing the boat and instantly losing that first LAV. and somehow they're still defending.
So wait, was it strawberry yogurt from Woolworths then, Sleeper?
Would be nice for Wansa. They will continue to put
And did they get another AAV? Oh yeah, wait, did they just get another AAV here?
Try to go ahead and get something.
Yeah, they did just get another AAV. There's spawn in on random. Oh, with the quick spawn.
Great.
Yeah, so they managed to hold.
I mean, I was just
Dude,
mentioning what was like 40 seconds
that
ago,
was
how
such a
great
good
of
hold
push
from
was by
Tuxedo
TXT
to hold
actually
until they could
grinding
spawn in
onto
their
the
new
point, but
AA.
somehow they've actually managed. Now Oka's trying to get another one of these lobs alive and back out to safety. Looks like he is going to go ahead and enter
wow. That was good.
Ghost not going to be able to pick up the lobs that time, so now TXT
is it the ones from?
for them in that regard.
Is it the ones from what's it called? From Bullies.
Probably want to go ahead and get this capture going very, very quickly, right? Maybe get Ghost into one of these runs to try to go ahead and get something going early on here. TXT have done a great job, all things considered, instantly losing the boat and instantly losing that first LAV, and somehow they're still defending.
Still defending. AAV here will be nice for Wansa. They will continue to put pressure on. Want to make sure to keep that alive so you can play for the water as well. And yes, I'm seeing some folks cycle back into the chat. Yes, we are back on Cyclone. Have we played it 50% of the maps that we've played in this competition? Yes.
Dude, Cyclone just needs to get out of this.
Random RNG.
Dude, why is Cyclone get me out of here? Han has a lot of vehicles up though.
Defense, all things considered, for TXT. Look at the bottom of your screen. It is.
How is TXT holding this?
5. I mean, I think one of those is a jet ski, but 4 vehicles for the side of the attackers. It felt like a matter of time, but they still can't get much ground on A, or at least are not.
How did that jet not get shut down there? I'm so confused.
Lose the advantages that they have.
Ghost's going to be pretty much neutralized for as long as TXT are going to be able to keep that mob alive. That being said, some of the vehicles that are alive for the side of HAN over here, right? Assault vehicle AAV. Let's see if they can kind of make something happen.
Nah, man, this is
with that big advantage.
Crazy.
He's going to be building one of these turrets all the way off in the distance, which should help either.
So then where are you getting your yogurt from, dude? Where are you getting your yogurt fix from, Sleeper?
But obviously it's also going to help in trimming down some of the defenses that are going to be on the backside of this little bit of a hill.
Yeah, a nice play. It's a heads-up play. They know this is going to take a little while to get here, so they want to make sure that they have all of their advantages. And one way to do that
from the yogurt dealer. Crazy calm, but respectable.
One of the newer things added to the competitive circuit here is that ability to build these AA guns, included with our updates in the patch. So because of it, you're going to get some extra firepower down onto the point. It's going to help out some of your players as they aggress forward. Some of the defenders are going to get cut down in transition, or at the very least, if these boats or even Oak off in the distance get a little bit too aggressive, they're going to get punished not only by the vehicles that HAN have, but also this AA gun. Now, a nice push here.
This is the best chance HAN have to take the point.
And Jappy and DG Alpha doing a great job of just picking each other up and keeping bodies onto the point. Here we go. Big bang out of the point.
Yeah, but TXT making very good use of that boat.
Here in the boat. Remember, they already initially lost their first one. He's actually going to be forced to retreat right now. Never mind.
Ooh,
on his way
what
out,
a timing.
The assault vehicle on the back foot of that. TXT are feeling confident in their ability to go ahead and defend this. They're calling in the urgent redeployment. And yeah, Wansa's trying to get now in the boat.
Oh, that's a good opportunity for them.
Skynet is still finding value, trying to trim down some of these troops that are finding themselves.
Don't let them push on.
A. It is very, very close in terms of who has more bodies.
Yeah, this is going to be A taken.
It looks like it's 50-50.
No.
HAN, they're slightly capturing it.
No, the amphibious going on us.
No way. Right now, but TXT, they make a little bit of a bounce back. But on the other side of things, Skynet is going to lose control of
just
the boat.
The point,
That's going to be a big move for HAN.
That's a huge play from Johan. What did I just say? The AA gun is going to punish vehicles that overcommit.
Yeah, this is just a slaughterhouse.
Overcommitment from Skynet was well worth it. They hold A, they force HAN to try again, but Johan cleans up Skynet's boat. The next time they make a push, the better.
A little bit of a swap here in terms of the vehicles that they're going to be.
I mean, they're very good. They're very good vehicle economy right now.
When you take a look at a point like Sector A vehicle that is so agile like that one can be
what just happened, dude?
Value. But I feel like TXT have already found the value that they want out of a sector like A. I mean, HAN are down to 130 tickets. Artyom, 20 kills already. How are you performing like that? And TXT are still holding you and your team back.
20 bomb already is insane. Finding so much value on point around the map.
That's crazy, man.
Here's a look at the setup, though. The defense is going to take back the high ground onto the point. They're going to take back control of this pillbox where Cosmo is. Vengeance, Blake. They're trying to gain some semblance of a foothold in and on the point.
Oh, this is going to be point gone.
And here's that tank destroyer you called out as a great shout. It's already taking a couple magnetic bombs. TXD are not going to let them get away with this for free. And so you see Mayang, you see Wanta back way up and say, woo, maybe not. Maybe a little too overcommitment there. But in the chaos, the infantry go pushing forward and are finding quite a bit of blood. Look on the left-hand side. That red kill feed is flying by. And we got a lot of defenders trying to get
I don't even know what to say about this right now.
It is a massive outnumbered onto the point. The help of
this is
Jinman,
just like, wow.
the help of Johan from
this is just such good gameplay from both times.
They've just got too much firepower. I don't think the D is
This Ghost actually going to be able to get a lot of impact from the jet with that. Have you found a way to actually be helpful on the point without being in range of the enemy? Yeah.
But a big resource that kind of helped that happen was the urgent redeployment. That goes on cooldown. You can't use that every single time you would like to, so TXT are not going to have that available to them, and sure enough, HAN are going to make full.
I took a wild cap, that was 173.
Just barely make their way back up.
They're only 7 respawns down, that's not bad.
How we have seen it in previous matchups.
Where are you?
Not nice. When I saw 4 shots miss, 4 different missiles.
That was a nervous
vehicles,
one.
The Lua rockets or otherwise miss. I thought that tank destroyer is hitting the ground.
Guys, this is just an entertaining to watch game. There's nothing to say. Like that, both playing incredibly well. So a lot of push pull.
Anytime TXD feels like they have an advantage.
Some really good push pull.
Times that it feels like we'll be able to
we're seeing
value because that lob
we're seeing Han getting repelled and then regrouping and immediately adjusting and taking it back.
That's
an insanely good opener by taking care of that AA. But they just didn't capitalize enough on it.
It is an obvious play. It is a very common one. Surely you're going to be ready to go ahead and play against it, counter it somehow.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, Han's already going on there. Han's already on point, what the fuck?
Did drop a respawn beacon.
Holy shit,
but
man.
They're not alive, and Skynet in deep trouble right now. Little boat fight, Jinman versus Skynet, and Skynet is electing to run away. But upon running away, Ghost could maybe get a little active here and help out his team. It's looking like that it's what he's going to do. Maybe doesn't even need the help. Yeah.
Dustin Hans.
Just shut up. Stay alive. Going to jump back onto the land.
Okay, Han, let's they push.
A ton of value coming in for this HAN roster. NTPP.
Yeah, that's so much green. They have almost a full group of vehicles. They have.
And maybe swim back and steal a couple vehicles.
Respawn vehicle, AAV,
like this, though,
tank destroyer,
long rotation for a player like NTPP. You want this
jet
guy
and
as
boat.
active as possible, shooting as many shots as he possibly can. Yeah, maybe
they have a solid like roster of vehicles.
Flank, but I would rather him just go head to head with a lot of members of HAN, right? Because we know how good he is on the gun. Johan, a player that's going to be constantly flanking as well and putting down some of these respawn beacons. Zombra's got to be careful, right? If Johan can kind of place down a beacon and get a squadron in behind and lay down some explosions, this would be a big win from HAN.
I like the flank from Johan, but we got to pay attention to the point. B sector is falling. Jappy will get a tank to add to the insane repertoire of vehicles that HAN has.
Yeah.
Ignore my posture. Who are you supporting here?
Unbelievable. Here's that spawn.
Nobody really.
Respawn beacon went
I'm
down
completely neutral. I don't really have a team to support.
And RU1B and Artyom, who just spawned with them, sneak past OSS in and go sprinting towards
Thanks for the
Zombra,
like, Kaz. Appreciate you, man.
OSS
Take this with me and go.
To keep up with him and catch him, but nobody can catch Johan. Nobody can catch Artyom. And they're taking shots down. Zombra is on the run right now. I am scared of that man.
We have seen Artyom do so many things in this competition. There's damage coming in from I don't even know where. It looks like Ghost is flying in. Jappy, who just called in that tank, found himself useful in just a couple of seconds. They're going to be destroying the tank over there. But I love the adjustments being made by the side of HAN.
I'm Team Sleeper.
Artyom, he actually switched to the engineer.
You're on your own side. Who would you support of these teams? I mean, you don't know anything about this game, but who would you support? Who do you think's gonna win?
Is going to be his squad leader. He can constantly kind of join in.
I think it's gonna be 1-1 and then go OT.
A great swap from Artyom. I'm sure.
I don't think either team's gonna win this map.
Being fully aware of the situation and making the best out of the plays.
As is what the winner, fair enough. But you don't know who the winner is.
That are called. Nailed to G is going to be finding the assault.
Dude, I have to wake up at 8:30 a.m. on Sunday to watch the finals.
You don't want to let those type of things kind of free roam around. So great job from TXT to kind of make something happen around the map.
Again, TXD is such a composed team that even with all these disadvantages, they're going to put up a solid fight here on B. Oak, again, 0-3. This is the nature of the game. This is a role you have to play as a law of AA. You have to take a look at the Jet. You have to keep them off of your team. You have to make them think twice about plays.
What do you mean?
We all know what Ghost can do in the air if he's left completely unhindered. So
what do you mean,
that 0-3 stat line really doesn't matter to me. He's got one job, which is just to make Ghost's life hell.
Yeah, this isn't live
these tank destroyers
because I didn't want to wake up at 8:30 a.m. today.
That are really being able to do whatever they want because we just don't have enough firepower.
See, it's not live. It's the VOD. Because it's streamed at 8:30 a.m. South African time. I'm not fucking waking up at 8:30 a.m. to watch this.
Here it is.
Well, I had other shit to do today, anyways.
From Wanda, this is the first time the vehicles
Real main thing.
have been kind of a little bit extended onto this sector. It looks like the flood from the infantry is also going to come in on the back foot of that one. They feel like they've gained enough space with the usage of those vehicles.
I love having a reclining chair, dude. I can just sit back and relax like this.
Put themselves on top of the sector. You got to imagine, though, for TXD, the urgent redeployment is going to be available, and last time they had access to it, they were able to defend. What can HAN do to go ahead and make B falter? And it doesn't look like a lot because TXD actually, in terms of the progress bar, have more bodies on the point.
Yeah, this is a smart play from Jinmin to just keep harrying this AA as well. The AA is good against planes, not that good against boats in comparison
He's right, though.
to some of the other land vehicles.
I mean, the AA is really good if against vehicles that are really weak and have their active defense popped.
Actually, harry our
it does decent damage.
It's just a domino effect. That's the way things go around here. NTPP from TXD, not quite as effective as we see in the past.
There we go.
But on the assault operator on the Viren, lands both magnetic bombs with ease. He's able to take down the assault vehicle.
It's a good one.
TXD still trying to do what they can.
How are you laughing at me, dude?
Claw their way back into this one.
Oh, this is a great position from Genman. This is usually where the defensive boat is at. Yeah. You can imagine how much value he's going to be able to find if he can stay in that type of position. The urgent redeployment from the side of TXD is called in. But look how many green members are even anywhere near. Absolutely nobody. And now the contested boat is trying to go ahead and flush out the attacking boat of HAN, but Ghost is there to try to go ahead and help. Skynet does go ahead and win that battle, but you know who wins the battle? The team of HAN. There was nobody on the point for the side of TXD.
He's gotten recovered all their vehicles.
They win Sector B, and they're winning currently in terms of the vehicles. Actually, as I say that.
I know. That's
dude, how did they?
Chaos,
that's what I'm saying.
How did they take it back? I couldn't see any like POV of this.
Some of their win does go ahead and winners or even, and you can imagine how much
what they can. Quite as effective.
Like what? We barely saw anything, yeah.
Not that good against Harry.
Got a good point there.
Just a domino effect. That's the way.
TXD to the flank here. Yeah, they just got a bunch. They basically freed. They basically got free reign on this point. Because look at half of TXD is sitting on D. What the fuck? I mean on C. What the fuck?
Point for the side of TXD. They win Sector A. They win Sector B. And they're winning.
Like, what are they doing there, dude?
The vehicles, actually, as I
that's an interesting one.
That's all the chaos.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess they just went back for the respawn.
Taking the moment to call in some of the vehicles to try to get something going.
It's just not a bad idea.
Nice.
Yeah, I like this play a lot. It was something I was going to call out when Skynet got that boat. It was really good timing. By the way, quick shout, RDM has 39 kills as we move to the C sector. Listen, we know who the fraggers are for both of these teams, but it was actually perfect timing from Skynet. The fact that Skynet was able to take down the boat of HAM, this will cut the momentum out from HAM. They may get C fairly quickly, but that D sector without a boat, yes, they can get another one. I know that, but currently Skynet has a nice advantage, and as long as Ghost is in the air, he should be able to protect the attackers enough to get another boat for them. But Skynet right now is going to be a key player for this roster, and we'll see if Skynet can find more value with this boat before Wansa and the crew can get some water superiority as well.
The last time HAN on this map, just earlier today, they played HYD.
Did I get the vehicle?
They went ahead, they jumped up top, they were trying to
they got the vehicle, GG.
From above. Let's see if they
GG.
switch up their approach this
That was
time.
perfect time.
Sombra down below with the tank destroyer, going to play the low side to make sure that the
That was
attackers
a
can't ingress
huge
into the low. So they're going to
explosion.
swap sides. Defense goes low, attackers go high. Again, this is a numbers game. It is body stacking. They don't even really fight until one team has to. So if you have the advantage in numbers, the other team comes to you. You all know how this works. We've seen this now 5 other times. Okay, so let's see who makes the first move. Bodies below, bodies on high. It looks like just barely the defense have a number or two more. And so you should see the attackers have to make a play here. Oh no!
My gosh!
Wanta over the top with the Allura rocket to finish off one of the vehicles of the defense. We were so worried about the point that the attackers knew they were losing the numbers war, so they scatter and go for vehicles. I love this play from Ghost and the team to make a play for the vehicles
That's GG.
of TXD, not necessarily make a play to capture the point right this second.
And with that big retreat from the tank destroyer and the other vehicle kind of getting destroyed from the side of TXD, they have absolutely conceded control over the top. HAN have full control on the top side, and they are slightly capturing this, right? They have that little bit of an edge over TXD. That being said, their artillery barrage is going to land directly on top of all of the members of HAN, but is it actually going to land? Is it going to find any value? You would have to imagine that somebody from the side of TXD has to do a little bit more damage to go ahead and actually find any kills, because take a look at the progress bar. HAN are constantly capturing this thing right now.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to make a move here. The artillery barrage is being blocked by this pillbox up above.
That's going to be that for them.
It is very close.
They're actually getting really well on C.
That's 2 down, and it's enough to
That
stop.
explosion was big for them on C.
And captured. That's what we're talking about.
Oh no, are we
That's
ending
how
up with
weird
another
this
Han
sector is
stalemate?
on
God damn
Cyclone.
it.
It is straight up.
Every
a
single
1 or 2
time.
player difference, and NTPP knows it, tries to make a play to kill people above, fails, and therefore HAN capture the C sector.
Yeah, they got
Monitor
that
your
tank
screen.
destroyer.
Watch these vehicles in the next 35 seconds as we transition to the
The
D
tank
sector.
destroyer is
Yes, we have an
screwed.
advantage on the side of Wansa and HAN.
It's basically dead.
Problem is this right here. Zombra cannot die, and he certainly will. Way too many bodies. Great play from HAN to hunt down Zombra and Miang to help get the assist on the tank destroyer. What a mistake.
Yeah.
When C
I mean, you
started to
kinda went the
fall,
wrong
you
way, but
should
I
have
understand
seen
why he went
Zombra
that way.
running for the hills, because this was a bad move.
Nah, but he couldn't have done anything then.
And they're going to
Wait,
lose
that gonna be
another
the
to
A?
Jet. Unreal.
Oh my
Perfect
god.
execution in the transition. The 40 seconds between C and D are some of the most crucial moments, and HAN had a perfect transition.
Okay.
I'm not the best
One
driver
second.
myself, but that Love, by the way, was trying to retreat back to those hangars and flipped the barricade and was a sitting duck for Ghost in the pilot seat and immediately took advantage. Those are those minuscule things that separate these two types of teams. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Artyom still put in work right there. 43 kills for the side of TXT. How are we doing in regards to NTP?
Sorry about that. I just had a phone
He's
call.
got 24. I feel like now we're going to see him fly up the leaderboard, though, because, again, we made this point we were talking about
Yeah.
other teams on the day.
I
This is
mean,
where it gets closer.
if Han can get
This is
the
where
Amphib here,
on the ground, the
he can get a good one in.
constantly be in those battles
Oh.
with some of the other gunnies on the other team. But take a look at this. You
Oh.
don't want to be in a gunfight with a tank destroyer, especially when it's Wanza in the driver's seat.
Listen, man, big shout out to Whistly. Again, top of the leaderboard for their team. Not necessarily fragging this time around, but just in revives. Had 53. Look at him getting more right
Okay, so
now.
Deech is gonna be gone. We all know Deech is getting taken here.
Whistly at the top of their leaderboard for TXD.
On the defense.
Unfortunately, yes, that's on the defense, which means they're just getting out.
There's zero way D2 doesn't get taken right now.
Good news for all you friends at home. Our attackers just lost their boat, and it was perfectly timed, marked by Romania to take it down, which means they get some extra score there, and they have the boat superiority in the canal between D1 and D2. Because they have the boat superiority, guess what's going to happen? HAN, another perfect strike team, another perfect response. Again, perfect place at the right time. Man, these guys are good.
It's so easy for us to see the value of a squad like Johan, Artyom, RU1B, and Changji. They just do so good, and it's great to see the switch up of operators too. It's not often that we see a lot of these players feel comfortable switching up on the operators, but it's great to see them make the changes as they are required. So now the advantage is
okay, so D2 is going to be deadlocked here. If they can get the amp for 1 point, that's going to be kind of GG here.
Even when you do have the vehicle advantage, because if we do go ahead and break down the numbers here, right, Saragen's in a tank. You can't get that one towards D1. It's just impossible to drive that down there. The tank destroyer, yeah, it's in the canals right now, but you're not going to be able to go ahead and get it directly on the D1. Now,
the stack's just sitting there holding the back line
and obviously
so that they don't get ambushed. That's really smart. I think they realize that they're trying to flank
What I love about
behind.
production showing us that is that it's all in preparation for new. You see, Ghost is just killing every piece of cover he can find on the map, preparing for this new E sector, knowing his team
that is so smart.
He's about to be the hero of the team when they do. But I mean, the bottom of the screen is the story. HAN have done such a good job. Anytime
Yeah,
TXD,
but Tuxedo has basically full.
And they've had the advantage.
Ooh. These guys are awake for those flanks. Holy shit. They are so ready for those flanks.
Where are you? Right in front of me. Bye-bye, see you later.
Rockets are landing though. Juan's got to be a little bit careful. He does go ahead and return to the cover of Big Brother AAV for quite a second. If some rockets start to land, if some explosions start to land in that corridor, they would take out both at the same exact time. Yang's trying to go ahead and sneak over the barricade. He does just that. Now Wanza can
what can they even do?
quickly follow right behind, but they might not even need to. Take a look at
They just have to hard hold D1.
It's not even really contested.
Wait,
Poco's trying to make something happen.
How did they get that freaking... Hold up. I want to see that tank destroyer again.
But HAN are doing great. The D1 is landing that.
The fucking tank destroyer.
Can do what it's doing right
now. Wait, where did they get that tank destroyer on point?
Now the AAV could potentially join the fray.
Yeah.
Ghost is just killing every piece of cover he can find on the map.
Okay, so there's a tank destroyer originally. Did it drive over the bridge? Did it drive over the...
The bottom of the screen is the story. HAN have done such a good job. Anytime TXD take down a vehicle.
Holy fucking impressive.
Advantage every single time.
He drove over the tank destroyer. He drove over the AAV.
Where are you?
Oh my fucking...
Right in front of me. Bye-bye, see you later.
Rockets are landing though. Juan's got to be a little
He used the AAV as a bridge.
And return to the cover of Big Brother AAV for quite a second. If some rockets start to land, if some explosions start to land in that corridor, they would take out both at the same exact time. Yang's trying to go ahead and sneak over the barricade. He does just that. Now Wanza can maybe potentially quickly follow right behind, but they might not even need to. Take a look at the D1. It's and it's not even really contested. Poco's trying to make something happen. We usually see this guy on the medic, by the way, jumping over the engineer, trying to make something happen. But HAN are doing great in responding.
That was a bad timing.
Urgent redeployment, strategic beacon from the side of TXD.
I consumed enough yogurt. Did you find more yogurt? How? Where did you find yogurt?
Right now, and we have to go over to the E sector where Ghost is waiting patiently. I don't know if TXD are going to be able to hold on.
Yang.
No, TXD is bringing it back here with
This is the
revives.
position they needed. They get both vehicles inside on D1. They put the AAV in the water. They got the tank destroyer behind it. Perfect sight lines and just raining hellfire. Genman picking up a triple from the gunner seat. I mean, this is just shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, maybe it's the
TXD has nothing they can do.
I don't know what's
but
going on.
I mean, they've basically abandoned D2.
All day. One thing we do know as well,
D2 just gonna get back capped now for free.
Exactly. D2, they have decided to try to play tug of war. They've got a boat back. They got a couple, a jet ski as well.
They left way too much
in
D2.
Stall out this D sector. They need more time. They need more score. They need to have something that they can utilize for the next sector. E is going to be impossible to hold if they don't find some advantage right now.
I think maybe leave like 6 people with the 2 vehicles on this point, and everybody else hits D2. That's your only option here. So like, how else are you gonna get D2? I mean, you have 2 vehicles. It's gonna be a very rough one for them to push.
He can sit in this canal that separates D1 and D2. Cut
off D1 for free.
Make it just that much harder for HAN to consistently capture both. The only way that HAN can go ahead and counter this
is 50. That's freaking crazy.
To that Bravo squad once again. I mean, Artyom's picked up 50 kills, by the way. That guy's going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, shotgun, by the way. Oh, man. This meta is crazy. So many bows, so many shotguns. Blink of an eye, TTKs. It's the name of the game right now.
Blink of the ITTK is the most accurate freaking descriptor I've ever heard about this game.
For HAN. They're going to get some extra score if that boat goes down in the next 50 seconds or so. And an objective marked for HAN to cap or hold.
I don't think it gets much more accurate than that.
Huge, especially going into the next sector for more guided missiles, for more vehicles, etc. And here comes the big strike team from AXII Poco. They're throwing everything under the sun at Miang. It's got to go down. It has to die. And one magnetic bomb missed.
They need that AAV to be up.
Over the top.
That AAV needs to be alive, otherwise that tank destroyer is trapped.
Perfect.
And that's gonna be fucked.
And that's why you gotta respect these top teams so much, because when you're HAN and you're feeling comfortable, you really
I just want to know what HAN's comms are like, honestly. They are so coordinated.
It's a great pull from TXT. They almost made it work, just barely missed out.
Again, man, Sarah Jin on 1 HP in that tank. Please, that's gotta land if you're a TXT fan, and it lands a hair short. Look at Sarah. I've never seen a tank that low in my entire life. Finally, it goes down.
There we go.
Shoot it with a
Took
pistol.
forever.
I don't know. I know it doesn't do damage, but it feels like it should. Golly. Sarah Jin finally falls. That is a tank down. A small victory for TXT. I would count them holding D2 still a small victory. Still plenty of lives remaining.
XD holding D2 is the spoiler.
So they're actually going to switch their focus potentially over taking out that tank. But a huge effort from OSSN on the Gunny, actually taking out almost that full squad.
They have
so that's
triple. They have triple Viren for this.
The mission objective is right now for these guys. Viren dash onto the vehicles. Actually,
how did he just die?
They say, nah,
what?
Fine. We're not interested in doing that. They hit the respawn button, potentially required elsewhere.
D1 was marked for a
well, I mean, they really did just give up on that. It was a good idea, but like...
They can't afford to lose D1 when it's marked as an objective. That's a lot of score that the commander just earned for themselves to be able to utilize for everything under the sun, including calling in vehicles, calling in whatever you need, urgent redeployment, team respawn beacons, you know, the whole 9 yards. So
seems like they're going from behind for the
much more
boat.
Aggressive to pushing this boat. We've got a strike team on the backside. Vehicles are going to hold down D1 while the infantry swing over.
Skynet got them.
Try to take D2.
Nice job from Skynet, but because Johan is still alive up here on the Hacklaw, that squadron is just going to be able to respawn once again. Skynet has got to be ready for it once more. I mean, Artyom and Co and Johan, they're just doing so good at continuously going ahead and pulling this one off. So definitely pay attention to this as you see Johan.
So is he just going to be waiting for the...
There they are.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the respawn.
They're going to go for it again.
Yeah, that was great intel actually gathering to Johan.
Yeah, they're just going to wait together and then they're going to send it.
Info of how many players were close to them. Here comes the push though.
Oh, there goes three.
Immediately red. Not a single one of those will land. Hodu with a two-piece. One, Miang the other.
That's GG.
4 down.
Trying to find the rockets to land on the other side of things, right all the way down the water. One does land, but the repairs are coming in. You can see that 4 out of 4 on that boat. Skynet.
They could just get massacred.
Of engineers. This is kind of like a push.
Oh boy.
For both sides.
Thanks for the luck, Joker. How you doing, man?
Waiting for their strike teams to find
doing good, bro.
Successful before they make anything happen. But as it currently stands, TXT are kind of winning out the trades, and as I actually say that, HAN for the first time in what feels like forever find a little bit of a foothold.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just chilling.
I need Skynet to go huge here in the water. Need to open something up for the team. In the meantime, I'm seeing Veronica, Stacks, Kamosi all on the bow, picking up kills. KKN on the bow.
They're just catching up on the balls. Did you watch the calls?
Right, shotgun left, shotgun right. Blink and you're dead.
Do I hear that right?
Boy.
Yeah, that's a guided missile. Where is it landing? Who is it from? Of course it's from the defense. TXT, they need something to land. Look at what they're doing.
Holy hell.
Oh, it lands perfectly.
That is
enough damage through the walls.
Yeah, that's gonna be that tank destroyer then. That's gonna be that tank destroyer as well.
What a tide-turning surge for this TXT roster. Urgent redeployment, beacon down, missile down, all
they got 2 nukes
day on D1.
So got to like, oh, good, take this with Union, go, man. Appreciate you.
Huge investment.
Enjoy your CS.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to matter in the long run of things, right? Because they spent the guided missile, they spent the urgent redeployment, they spent the strategic beacon, and now Wanza is interested in answering back a guided missile of their own. They currently have control of D2. There's only one place that this guided missile should be landing. It's going to be right in the center of D1. They're trying to swim down. They're trying to go ahead and dodge the guided missile. They do so successfully.
Nice.
And that guided missile finds absolutely nothing. And now the boat v boat. That's starting to kick off. Skynet has to go down. He's been the spine of the defense for the side of TXD.
They're going to hold them D.
Down. I will start to worry. Find the last.
No
Wait a
way.
minute. No, don't destroy it. Keep it alive. Steal it.
Are you kidding me?
How did they steal it?
Nail2G valued his life a bit too much.
Yeah.
They bail out of the boat. They get killed in transition, and they lose
What the hell, that even?
All momentum that TXG just earned with their guided missile and all of the score that they've been battling so hard to utilize is all but gone.
I'm so confused what's going on
here.
here.
Side of Wansa and HAN, and
like, this is chaos, dude.
To secure this D sector. What a swing back the other way. Anytime TXD make a big move, HAN answer back. Oak is able to destroy one of the two boats that they have. This guided missile lands over the top, picks up 2 through the ground, and here come the troops. D1 down, D2 will follow. A boat does get taken down, a little bit of a silver lining, and somehow Nail2G, Skynet, OSSN, 3 players on D1 have kept this sector from being captured, but there it is. Enough body swarm to point. D sector goes down.
Wow.
Only 1 vehicle apiece.
This is such an interesting game. Like, I can't even say anything.
So, yeah, tough.
Dude, from the big brain, use AAV as platform to cross into D1.
But my man stacks.
Holy shit, yeah.
Of his own. He's absolutely surged up the leaderboard and Wanza with 42,000 score, and a bunch of the other members of HAN with a bunch of score as well. Once we return to the UI that shows us the inventory that's available in terms of what's able to be called in.
7
guided missiles for HAN to 0
of this is HAN's to lose now. They have 143 respawns, 7 nukes.
Insane.
But now that all those missiles are available, now that they can kind of
reset,
call
and a vehicle.
all of those vehicles, set them up on top of the hill where we have seen them time and time again on a
If
map
that
like
jet doesn't keep these guys' vehicles at bay, it's going to be GG.
And then the biggest point of it all, every time we return to Sector E, it is a giant wake-up call for the defense. Oh yeah, there's a jet in the sky.
I'm going Ghost, man. Difference maker for this team in a big way. Air superiority and barely gonna let that lob stay alive. Oak, great job to skate his way in. And a huge shout out to Skynet.
Honestly,
preparing on the way through.
He should have just cryoed the AA. Why did he not cryo? I don't think you could see it, what it was actually.
But honestly, I loved the full send.
The fact they got the A is huge for playing spoiler now.
To hold even longer.
Holy shit!
Lives. We're not going in max lives on HAN, which
that was 5 in. That was such a good use of points in spawn.
A little bit closer.
I don't know why Han didn't see it, but
and if Ghost is into the mix, things are gonna get real mixy really quick.
No, it was
Ghost
opportunity to lose.
Finds the tank destroyer. It's just wraps, man. I don't know what TXD can
What
do
the
right
hell
now.
is going on?
The resources aren't even close. It is a matter of time before it is missile on missile on
missile. God.
Up to 8 that they can use.
Top of the hangar.
You know, it'd be a good use of them nuke.
Your pilot. He is currently being held at bay by Oak in that lob.
Ghost is low actually, but they don't need him, man.
Okay.
Hits the shots over the top of the light tank. The only spot that's somewhat reasonable to try to call it in is around that pillar and past the
They should nuke the hangar just for that LAVAA. If they nuke that hangar for the LAVAA, it might feel like a little bit of a waste. But then they unlock they unleash their what's it called? The jet to make something.
Maybe calling for these vehicles, they have to go down, and that's exactly what's happening.
Whew.
Decent bit of damage thrown at the jet, but it is able to stay alive yet again. Nice strafe run.
I'd say you have 9 nukes, dude. Use one at least on the freaking bunker. I mean, on the hangar. Nuke the hangar, dude. Get rid of the LAVAA. Let your jet's gonna get way more kills and impact than a nuke right now.
Likely, with some help with some of these vehicles, Wansa, Sarah Jin. Got Niang
If they can nuke the hangar and kill the AA,
push it with your firepower,
that's wraps for Tuxedo.
Skynet, all the way back there in the back line for the side of TXT, does jump into the boat. And amongst all of the chaos towards that push towards E1, it was pretty much neutralized by the fact that the defense actually called in an artillery barrage to go ahead and halt the attack. As you can see, those are actually still landing towards the point. But HAN, they know how to play this, man. Just sit out and wait for that one to stop raining down the explosions, and then we'll make a push. And also, this is kind of trying to climb up the mountain, make their way towards the tank.
Sneaky.
But they're getting snipped out. He does find the trade, though.
This bow meta is kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie.
Alone.
I hate it so much. It's so boring. It feels like...
Don't count TXD out, man.
It feels like you're just watching everybody go one-shot the bow shotgun meta. It kind of sucks. I understand why it exists and why they have to be like that, but frick, it sucks.
Picking up 2, 3, 4, MP7 back in hand, going massive on the back line.
Sorry, I'm getting comfortable here. Don't pay attention to my posture.
Maybe at a bit of jeopardy, but Johan's
it's been a long day.
One as well. Wiss is gonna pick up this revive, and Winter is maybe helping him out. No, Chang-Ji will pick them both up at the bottom of your screen. In the meantime, the attackers are just gonna set up and try a new push. The defense, they know they're outclassed right now in terms of score, so instead of risking this attacking team getting E1 and then being able to call in 10 missiles, they're not going to let the attackers get anything on E right now. They're going to spend all their score whenever they get it, because if the attackers get E1, missiles start falling. And when the missiles start falling, they will not stop. There are up to 10 guided missiles that can be called in. I'm loving what the defense is doing right now. This is such
you can't have the jet ready.
Strike squad
that's, I think,
is
your best bet.
I will say, though, it looked like there was only 2 engineers available for the squad of NTPP. He's trying to make something happen.
We'll probably get 2 hangars in.
Stacks jumping in on the beacon. 1, 2, 3 from the bow of Stacks. Correction, make that 4. Wipes out the entire strike team from the side of TXD and potentially saves one of the vehicles. You'll never find the value of that one on a stat sheet.
Again,
did he just get freaking shot? I'm trying to run to their spawn to kill the vehicle. I'm so confused.
But the key right now for the defense is just make the attackers think twice about pushing E1. What do? They send strike team after strike team at these vehicles at the top. What do? Call artillery barrage after artillery barrage. Look at the bottom. They may not have a single guided missile to the name. They still have 15 artillery barrages.
They only have 2 vehicles. You guys have 9 engineers. You can definitely do something about that vehicle.
Make E1 difficult to jump on. E1 has to be jumped on by these infantry inside buildings if they want to stay alive. This is exactly what you have to do if you're TXD. Make E1 impossible to grab, because if it falls to the attackers, that is going to be GG's because of the guided missiles.
I still want to see the side of HAN use a guided missile right on top of this hangar. Could you imagine right now if Ghost was uncontested and could just help out with some of these attacks? I mean, yeah, they're trying to send the Allure rockets over here as opposed to a guided missile, but you got 10 of them. Why not just go ahead and invest one?
Yeah.
As you can see behind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why aren't they investing in you? You have 10 guided missiles. You just giving them time to get 2.
Attack from the side of HAN is trying to come in. They put down a strategic beacon. They want to go ahead and flood the point of E1, and it looks like it's working.
It's working. Engineers were doing big work, but TXD with a nice play over the top. A lot of Allure rockets come swinging in. Take down Zombra. That's another vehicle down for the side of the attack. Ghost trying to get Mixie here, and actually, look at Oak, quite low. Ghost is just full committing to this, sees the rockets coming, and is easily able to avoid them. He's going to keep Oak pinned in the corner. A couple more missiles when they come off refresh. His CDs are up right now, but if these land, Oak does not have engineers helping him out. Oak is going to go down here.
One more.
And once this goes down, everything is blown wide open.
Well,
what a play.
That was small.
And right when the lob goes down, there's the call.
That boat should have been there to assist them.
Time for the missiles, folks. These
as soon as you saw, as soon as the com came out that the LAVA was in danger, that boat could have probably gotten that jet for free.
Twice about going.
In fact, I think a lot of people could have just spawned and gotten that jet for free.
One after another, here they come.
Using the Harrier function on the jet is so cool to see. Way to find the angle right now in the absolute collapse of E2.
There's no way he called VTOL Harrier function. I know Harriers have VTOL, but there's no way he called it VTOL Harrier function.
Johan does only find 1 direct kill with that one, but again, these guided missiles, they act as one thing and one thing only. A giant eviction notice. Get the heck off the point. every single time you hear that siren get out, TXD are going to feel the pressure, and they have to get off the point.
TXD's only answer right now is to send guided missiles of their own back. There they in. They send the house. They send all the score that they can. Urgent redeployment, get to the point, folks. We've got a guided missile that'll protect us. E2 cannot fall right now. We already made a mistake and let E1 fall. We tried our best, but they have 99 lives. You've got to withstand the onslaught of the guided missiles from the attacking side. The only way to do that is just stall the game out by launching your own.
That's
We've
GG.
seen, what, 5, 6 different missiles come down.
Dude, this game is so long. This map is so long.
TXD are resilient, and this urgent redeployment is allowing them to stay alive. Guided missile after guided missile is nice. A couple of your own means E2 will not fall, folks. And the guided missile disparity is now much closer. TXD is not
TXD managed to get so many guided missile back.
They've slowed.
What did they say? 8. And now, yes, they're going to do just that. They're going to go ahead and try to re-approach E2 and see if they can make it work this time.
Missile after missile. Where will they land? Yes, near and around the point. One errant missile, one prediction of where these players are respawning and pushing from rather than directly on the point, and things could change dramatically. Both teams launching missiles. This one will likely land directly on the point and find a couple. No, just one. That's Veronica on the side of the defense. Missile warfare. Turns 3 missiles for the side of TXD to now 4 from HAN. You're right, they haven't lost many lives, but they've lost what? 8 missiles now? This is getting closer and closer. The one nice thing, if you're an HAN fan, is that you've got a massive vehicle advantage that you can start to utilize. You can't put them on the point because they'll get blown to smithereens, but you still have an advantage. This is still looking like an HAN victory, but I can appreciate TXD's fight here.
And now, exactly, we're going to wait for Ghost to start to find some value as well. Just being patient, trusting in their pilot. HAN trying to make something happen.
What's he doing?
If you want to know whether or not HAN is truly invested in capturing E2, just pay attention to how many direct bodies are actually on the point. When some of these guided missiles are landing, there's only like 1 or 2 members. Like, they're not actually interested in capturing it. They're just trying to find some value from some of the vehicles before they do go ahead and overextend and throw some bodies on the point. Because as soon as you do jump on the point, one of those guided missiles is going to land and surely take out some of your lives. And it's going to hurt your tickets. So you got to be careful from the side of HAN. They do still have a lot to work with. Now, a full-fledged flood without a guided missile to go ahead and initiate.
We need a guided missile from the defensive side if you want to stay alive. Jinman takes a couple tank shots, a couple AT-4s, a couple missiles here from NTPP. The boys are still fighting. Some of these vehicles need to fall in the chaos, but E2 is wide open.
NTPP is too solo though.
Red, the attackers
not gonna get that kill.
They're thinking maybe, do the defense try to go?
Oh, they might actually.
We need to protect it, so Jinman's trying to do just that. Jinman goes down,
yeah.
That's a vehicle down. Oh,
that was a bad parking spot. Why the fuck are you parked there, dude? You're just sitting in the LOS of enemy rocketeers.
Wansa got really aggressive with the tank destroyer, but with the AAV down, he's now a bit of a sitting duck. He's gonna back up and play a little bit slower. TXD somehow are holding this, still in control, and Poco's gonna put the team strategic respawn beacon down, gonna put it on the E1 side. They're looking for a trade here, and Ghost has perfectly read this. This play would have been a great one. It turns into a brutal one, wasting a beacon and all dying, but they're still holding E2, and another vehicle goes down. A couple well-placed AT-4s.
Yeah, that's GG.
The tides are beginning to shift.
Still a bunch of guided missiles able to be called in from both sides, and during that whole little push and pull, neither side actually opted to go ahead and call them in at all. So a little bit of a pause in terms of the score streaks that are kind of coming in right now. Ghost still trying to make himself active on this E sector, is flying up in terms of the kill category. But we gotta make something happen. And now Stabs is looking to do just that. The guided missile is going to be landing, but where is it going to land? Goj mentioned it. It's all about the prediction. Send it off push it off point. But you basically got to guess, where are these guys going to go?
It'll land on the backside. There were a couple players there, but Ghost killed them all already.
Yeah.
You have the follow-up, though. I feel like these guided missiles
should have been on the...
And we're mistiming our pushes with our infantry.
I mean,
we don't have
I feel like Ghost isn't feeding enough info to them.
These missiles aren't doing anything on either side. They're just zoning players off, which is part of the purpose. You're trying to zone these players off so you can set up an appropriate push.
I hope Ghost calm that now, because then if he calm that now, the next missile is going to be lethal.
rows of Lunas, man.
I feel like right now, TXT is only counter nuking.
Same exact spot that they have been sending them. They do not have a read on where the defensive side is. On to the point, Zambra finds the AAV. The vehicle disparity is currently dwindling, but so that we're capturing it.
And wipe
I'm just gonna skip this. I don't. Yeah, there we go.
Control. This guy to miss was landing in 10 seconds, but it needs to land in 5. Look at the attackers. It's got to land right in a second. They have to cut down now. This may be too little too late as the zone off happens.
Yeah, that's a big nuke. They rested for that.
On respawn, we still have, what, 1 player here. I think this last guided missile will cut down the reinforcements. Urgent
reinforcements there we go.
Last hope. We got to get to the point. We got to get to the point now and hope this missile misses.
41 respawns to do it in. Hi, Mark. What's up, Hannah? How's your date, Mark? How are you doing, Hannah?
It just has to land off point. Doesn't have to do much. Just zone off the defenses for a little bit longer.
Came for my streak. Okay. You're going to be out tonight?
MVP. Isn't there?
Damn it, you saw me? Yeah. I saw you because I saw Mark.
He alone. 77 engineering.
Yeah, he was going to win that MVP. It wasn't a date. You're spending time with your GF, is that not a date?
And immediately are making HAN go, whoa, what now? Sarah Jane comes running up the side of the hilltop trying to get it early.
Me, I'm dying, came from my streak. Are you getting ill? So you're gonna have to skip your sleepover.
Now TXT are taking what feels like a little bit of a normal approach. Obviously, they're going to want to look to go ahead and flood this point early on, and I can't lie, I see a lot.
Did you manage to save your streak yesterday, Hannah?
TXT, I mean, Whistler himself picking up a 3-piece early on. They're actually feeling an advantage early on. They want to go ahead and make things happen early.
Nice.
I mean, they have.
How'd you get roped into that, bro?
And immediately are making HAN go.
H for hectic. So are you home now, or are you spending time with your girlfriend tonight, or are you home now?
HAN in for a bit of a rude awakening, but they are finally pushing back.
Absolutely trying to make something happen here. We want to see some of the individual for HAN try to make something happen here.
Honestly, I don't have much to say yet because, like, dude, this is such a freaking coordinated fight.
Onto this point now.
My man,
wow. Feel the pressure, wants to make something
no, I ain't skipping the sleep over. No, I'll be sharp by the morning. Dog, I hate to break it to you. If you're already feeling dirt, you can't do it.
Oh no, Wanta maybe a bit of an overextend. Oak says, I'm going to punish you for that, or maybe it's going to be Belmods just come swinging in.
We have a problem for you, my dear. I have news for you, my dear.
I don't know. Feels like a missed opportunity. Oh, just kidding. No, it's not. One shot in a dream. Yeah. Boom. Allure Rocket Zambra able to take it down.
Potentially a little bit of a mistake right there. An overextension. Very far out.
Hey, but TXT is fighting very well for it.
While they are losing the bow, HAN do make a point to go ahead.
Are you happy?
And reclaim Sector A. It's honestly not a lot of boots on
the
ground.
Do you enjoy this?
TXT. Pretty much the only thing on the point for them right now is this AAV. It's trying to go ahead and clip down some of the members of HAN. But Hodu is going to try to make something happen. Does land one of the Allure rockets. Where is the cohesion? I want to see more Allure rockets land. One more does land. Any more of a follow-up, and we might be able to take out this AAV, but that's going to be a failed attempt from the side of HAN. And now Belmods, like we mentioned, first time.
Thanks for the buddies, by the way.
Get substituted in. Currently does not have any kills, but looking to go ahead and continue to find some of the value. The vehicles for the side of TXT have all but retreated, and HAN have pretty much reclaimed Sector A almost in its entirety. Taking a look at the tickets right now, 163. So TXT have not.
Why are you sending videos of me dancing, bro?
Too many, which is good to see because remember, we brought up the question, hey, if you're losing a guy like Medics, who's going to go ahead and kind of pick up the weight there? Who's going to go ahead and start to find those revives? And it looks like they've gone ahead and figured out, because not losing that many tickets so far on a couple of these approaches means that your medics are doing exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, and honestly, as we take a look through the eyes in the sky, Belmods has yet to find a single kill. 0-0-0. Oftentimes when you see the Jet not able to get any piece of the action.
Hi, what am I watching? Hi.
Too much damage.
What am I watching, dude?
It's the right play, unfortunately. It means that you're going to be at a huge disadvantage on this early push. If that Jet was a bit more free, I think...
I'm so stressed out with this time card. Why are your brake lights not working, dude? Can you not get it fixed?
Let's see how long this AAV can kind of stay alive. I saw a couple of missiles coming over the top, and yes, they are trying to go ahead and make things happen right now. 50% HP for the AAV right there, whilst all of the troops on the ground are getting cut down on both sides.
Welcome to the party. AAV still doing a good job of staying alive. And here comes the defense, just winning their gunfights onto the point. By the way, Commander,
Kwanzaa connection issue.
Mark A for the hold, and
Shit.
will get that.
That's not good, man.
Should see it tick over.
How's the quality of the stream, by the way? I'm trying low latency mode because of apparently I didn't have that enabled, so the latency was super high. I tried messing around with my settings a bit.
Going to be seeing these shotguns find value throughout, as they constantly have throughout our competition.
So you're getting back into bed now, Hannah?
To the mix of things. Pretty much all
Need to get tomorrow again because I'm comfortable with my mom.
These explosives are going to be landing on the
Hi, to Potch.
Down to 30% HP.
You have to go back to Potch?
Find that last rocket. That's kind of been the difference maker for HAN.
Dude, you're just gonna get fined again.
Rocket.
You need to fix that shit, bro.
Take a look at the HP of the AAV on the backside of things. It was down to about 50% HP. The difference was just run rocket between it being destroyed. But now HAN are starting to feel the pressure. They're trying to go ahead and up defenses, and Johan's going to get credit for that. The AAV does go down, and that's going to be the back foot of the urgent redeployment. Take a look at the...
Wait, now Tuxedo going to struggle to take this?
That has not been the key.
That AA is now and take...
You got to... You're going to be finding the assault vehicle. If you don't, then so is TXT at the same exact time. The tank destroyer is...
Holy tank destroyer.
Likely be... Pick up a bunch of it, but Once has now marked it for complete control. Priority... You've got to kill this AA gun. You've got to kill this player out here.
Go ahead and take
as we move this on.
Before we go ahead and trade. One more rocket landing.
Buddy. Well, it is a
I'm exhausted.
trade for
Hey, bro.
Look at the leaderboard
that sounds
here
rough.
for the side of HAN, who again I pretty much credit that as
God bless it, and you still have work and shit, don't you? Gonna lurk and play some games? Damn.
Already on men stacked towards the bottom of the leaderboard. They do have the individually very
Okay, they finally took A.
One that goes for the tanks.
I mean, this is an interesting game, but I don't want to sit here and watch it because I don't really have much to comment on how good this game is, other than how good this game is. Like, this is just such a good game, bro.
Again, Belmont's still not finding tank, making sure no strike. Here's the problem.
And I'm just getting tired, dude. This it's a bit. I must say, maybe I shouldn't be sitting here watching the whole thing because holy hell, as entertaining as it is,
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's rough, man.
Playing hero, playing solo, maybe taking a look at zombie, playing backup with the boat.
Out of TXT, I say that Oak is actually all the.
Do they take B?
Itself, there's a 3-piece and probably 4, a full squad trying to play low, and they're able to trade out Blake. So all the
I kind of want to know if we want to go to get 3.
Side. What is the answer to the low side? We all know that answer. Where's Mr. Boat? Boat could get active. Oh no, Boat can't get active because Belmaz is actually putting some damage down on Stacks.
Holy shit.
Deep into the tunnel, so it's going to be reliant on these infantry members to go low, win the gunfights, while over top we've got our tanks shelling down below where they can. Not quite as effective, but still pretty powerful, taking a decent bit of damage, a couple 18-4s or otherwise.
And how does he very firsthand?
Was a
see. Do you have any POV of their roster?
They lose the push, and I can't lie. I mean, HAN, they did call in our natural skill alive to retreat. So
Han is playing Super Mario.
The roster, they try to the entirety of it, playing so aggressive. I think they don't have.
This is just really well played. Han is playing very passive, letting TXT come to him. Dude, I feel like Han is currently Han and Long Teng are insanely good at Cyclone. Holy shit, dude.
But he was feeling so calm. Mistakes and get it stuck multiple.
Tuxedo going from winning the last land.
TXT makes something happen once again. TXT when Wanza simulate AAV, HAN are just in full control. And yeah, like take a look at this. On the tank.
They messed up there.
They have available, but on the
that's a bit of a waste.
Vehicle, nothing is left for.
And I appreciate you, man. Take this with you when you go.
They've been doing it all day. They've done it multiple times. They're experienced on Cyclone. Defensively speaking, Stacks is having an absolute field day. And why don't you guys go ahead and join the fray, put down a strategic beacon, and make sure that we can continuously flood in on this point and hold TXD right here.
Look at Wansa.
Right now.
Look at Wansa just running over bodies. Nobody's picking up revives when a tank destroyer is running you over. Stack's perfectly positioned now with the boat, not with the threat of the jet over the top, to just hold this B point. It looks like the attackers have a position. The attackers do have an AAV, and they may actually trade out Wansa here with the tank destroyer, but unfortunately that's still a favorable trade for the side of the defense because they lose, the attackers lose yet again one of their only vehicles. They're investing a second though. They pull their second tank forward. They might enough to win. May respond.
Who's the other one though? Wait, did they swap out Ghost? Is Ghost like exclusively on Jets?
Well, 43 kills.
Stacks to pick these.
So they sub out Ghost exclusively for, they sub Ghost in and out for Jets, basically, and flying vehicles.
By the way, all of those players just got picked back up.
That's crazy. But I mean, like,
players are
shit,
still
that's
alive
smart.
down here. Almost nearly all of them died just a second ago. Oak gets really active on the low side and gets punished. Jinman with the tank, Wansa with the tank destroyer. All that effort from the medics to keep people up. Maybe all for not. No, Syndrax is able to trade a vehicle out, but look at all the green on the map.
Really good execution play. I mean, these Variant kill squads are so effective
Pincer getting active
at dealing with these defender vehicles.
And still picking up so many kills.
Oh, they don't have a jet. No, this is why they're probably lost. They don't have a jet. Like, what are you gonna do without a jet? Yeah. The jet just gives so much info and util.
Satchels could potentially find a lot of value when you do get that close. But you've always got the
holy shit, man.
Team. You always got the subsequent vehicle. Stacks is going to be called off guard, though. The boat is trying to make something happen. He's trying to go ahead and retreat. Like I mentioned, Stacks is all alone. He doesn't have an engineer to go ahead and help for this one. He does have RU1B to join the fray to hopefully go ahead and make the trade happen.
Behind. Pomosi card. I don't think they, they're running Stingers.
One rocket lands.
Okums gets out of this. This will be a huge win. Now, we also have an urgent redeployment on the C sector right now and a strategic beacon.
Okay,
that's a lot of green going to get onto the point. On it. That is a mistake.
Yeah, I'm going to move through that.
Redeployment and the team strategic respawn beacon now. That's a lot of score that they just wasted.
TXD went more than surprised.
I play the water at least.
No, we're just moving along now.
This feels like it would kind of result in what would feel like nothing. I mean, everything was in the way for them in terms of what HAN was able to bring to the table.
He has done such a great job to keep the kind of that they are.
I mean, TX is just fighting for their lives right now, honestly.
Right. So you look towards these AAVs, you look towards the boat of TX.
Attack of a full control over D2 now. That is a lot. That's pretty much the entire team. And nice play from Hodu at a nice spot and almost was enough damage to take down the AA.
No surprise kind of seeing him up there, KPZ, and they were feeling confident. I mean,
this is going into the next zone. Of course. Dude, imagine being 26 kills and sitting in you're on 26 kills, like you're in the 20s, you're sitting on the lower half of the leaderboard. But it's not even that much of a point difference. Like, I think that the only player that doesn't have an insane amount of kills is Miang, but I think he's literally just repairing the entire time, so it doesn't even matter. Same goes for the thing. They're so neck and neck in points in a lot of ways. 47, 50, 57, 53. How much is Sarajan getting here? Sarajan here, it's crazy. But bro, what? Artyom is on 61 kills. Holy freaking hell.
take a look for the side.
That's not a flattering scoreline. They have too few. Yeah, they have too few going into this next area. And they don't even have a jet. Han can just for free stack up.
Surely they will be able to call in vehicles.
Basically.
Because usually you can't because the jet is usually alive when the attack starts to win this dominantly. Also, quick note, 9 guided missiles on the side of TXD to the 4 of HAN.
I
10
can't believe
now.
this. I cannot believe that TXD might pull this game out. Not even might. They have the advantage right now. They actually have a major advantage. I can't call out individual plays for the reason
Oh my
why,
god. Are they getting 1v3 in engineer?
a loss of a tank destroyer, a loss of a tank for free for basically no reasons. Those mistakes do add up.
They have a
Yes,
good
there's
amount
more
of
room for
nukes
mistakes
going
on a
into
map like
this.
Cyclone, but maybe that
A
was
lot
just
of
one too
nukes
many.
into this.
TXD have a chance here to shock the world and take us to game 3. It's what we originally expected, but the way this map started, I thought there was no
TXT
way.
doesn't have enough respawns.
Crazy.
They just don't.
Yeah, it looked done and dusted.
I think a lot of people don't know.
They vacuumed up all the dust.
Like a lot of people
the pieces. They've continued on.
don't realize how
About 98
grindy this
tickets
portion is.
From sector
This
to
portion
sector.
of
Now
this
they're
map
trying to make something
is
happen
so damn
elsewhere.
grindy.
Sarah Jin under
If you
heavy
aren't going
fire
in with
right
a good
now.
amount of
That tank destroyer is one hit
stuff.
away from being destroyed, but the tank comes in.
Yo,
Please,
kind of screwed.
big
Got it.
brother.
Oh no! A
Yep.
block! Insane play from Wanza. Blocks the last missile. AXII. The last missile comes through and just barely misses. Nice play
job.
from HAN to save that vehicle, and they actually trade one out in transition, by the way. Nice play off screen to start
I think it's going to
back
be...
up again.
So we
Only
have
advantage right now is the
RQ
attackers
versus
now have
TL
is that
tomorrow,
boat.
which is going to be insane. And then the loser's probably going to play Han. I'm assuming TXT gets the eliminated here.
Getting to the E sector without a jet at all. Yes, a win con for this map, but not the only win con. Sarah Jin trying to be a win con by themselves. That's a triple kill and more, taking down this entire squad. No revives on that one. That's a nice
What the hell's going on here? This is so aggressive.
So they're trying to make something happen on the beach of E1 for the side of TXT. Sarah Jin in a tank destroyer, by the way, has been popping off throughout the day, just, you know, on the bow, but opting to go ahead and jump back into the vehicle side of things, which again, we talked about.
Sarah Jin's crazy. Really good at both the bow and vehicles.
Is a giant advantage for the side of HAN, and I feel like one of the biggest advantages for the side of TXT has been Skynet. Skynet, you got.
Oh, that's gonna be the TXT. Skynet's boat is gonna go
right now for the side of TXT. Again, operating with
They're
no
either in a
engineer
shit
to go ahead
spot.
and help him out.
Why does he not have an engineer?
He's able to actually do anything. I feel like even still sitting here feels like a dangerous position, and dangerous it is
There we
indeed.
go.
Sarah Jin snuffs him out and goes ahead and destroys the vehicle.
That was a bad push.
When the team begins to falter, you can
What?
rely on your heroes to make big plays, or you.
Why did he solo push like that?
Sarah Jin is doing
The fuck?
exactly that. Would look like an advantage for TXT to start things off here in the E sector. Sarah Jin has made an even
Why also does he have an engineer?
Be a team effort for both of these squads, but Sarah
That
Jin
is a
double
massive
positive
team
on the map
fumble.
right now in the tank destroyer. Oh, gonna try to punish some of the.
A lot of these teams are screwing themselves over by how unwilling they are to provide support to their vehicles.
Sarah Jin did not care and did not ask. Wants everybody they can get their hands on. Nearly 50 kills now.
Doing so good at pretty much just being a
Like,
giant pain
even
point
on
for
defense,
all of the
Tuxedo should have made an
all of the
AA
access points here
and had a
towards this
second
T1,
person
and it's helping
once
out
they
the
knew that
boost on the
that jet
ground.
was still alive and just try to kill it. They had managed to kill
Bottom of
that.
your screen on that overlay, TXT has 11 guided missiles to
What's
play
it called?
with. HAN has 6.
The jet here by building an AA, and then they even spawned in an AA
The
vehicle.
way the last map went, a ton of missiles waiting to be used. They cannot use
Like-
them. They will not use them until after.
Why is
they
notody
capture
building
E1.
AA
Once they get their
emplacements
foothold
just to
on
help
E1,
support
it is off to the
themselves
races, and it'll be
or
missile
support
on
their
missile on
AA
missile
vehicles?
over towards E2 to set up their foothold on E1.
That's what I want to
prepare
know.
for the push. We just saw this, folks. You know how it goes. Speaking of knowing how it goes, we know that Mayang can hit their shots. Mayang
Yeah,
from
dude.
way far away with an AAV.
It is so
taking one down.
crazy how much of a difference just the
You
jet
don't
makes.
often get to see a vehicle in the
Well,
position
goodbye.
that Yang
Another.
is in. Yeah, finds another one as
Assault
well. I mean,
vehicle.
that tank is in a very unique position to us, at least, because so many times those type of positions are denied by that jet again. I mean, again, this is one of those really awkward moments on Cyclone where TXT are making it work without a jet, so they're having to deal with a bunch of weird things. Now Sarah
Jin
is just making things happen over and over and over again. Heard Goj mention 50 kills. Nah, Goj, I want more than that. I want to start approaching 60. as Genman on the opposite side of things also finds one of the tanks that were up on the hill for the side of DXD. It is all falling apart.
What a play from Sarajin again. Tank destroyer so valuable. Another one this time traded back the other way though.
Sarah down.
Finally Sarajin falls. Well placed. What is that?
That took way too long to kill that. Way too long.
Clean him up. That's a big one. That's a nice takedown. Finally, Sarajin down means no tank destroyer for the side of HAN, and they're going to push up and make themselves ready to take E1 on the back of this Lav. That Lav alligator, by the way, I am a moron. Totally spaced that you can use the Lav alligator to swim a little bit. Not near as valuable as the AAV, but it can go in the water. Got to chat for the reminder. We'll see Zambra swing up around the backside here on Wansa. Wansa getting really active because he knows exactly what the attackers are trying to do. Because it's the same strategy that HAN did just a moment ago.
Wansa feels the pressure right now from the side of the Lav. Zambra's trying to go ahead and press the attack, trying to make something happen for TXD. Starting to feel the pressure point. Look at this. OSSN is actually going to be able to find the final blow onto the tank right there of Wansa.
Going
to be blown up. Now, right now, the AAV is also under giant pressure, so the trade is effectively going to be 1-for-1 in the vehicle gameplay side of things. But take a look at the E1 point. Under heavy pressure.
They're just trading for 1-for-1. They're not going to have any.
Says here, catch this.
They have 12 for 10 nukes.
Burning one early.
Oh, for 11, I think, actually. They just burnt one.
During this push, Sarajin, I'm certain, has one in belt as needed. Missile lands on the backside. That's where they expect the attackers to be. That's where they last saw them. The attackers smartly rotate out and around up to the ridge, and then they come swarming back after that missile. Urgent redeployment, though, the perfect zoning tactic to keep the attackers off E1, and then the urgent redeployment, it allows the defense to jump back on the point. I know it looks like it didn't do a lot, but that missile did everything for the defense. That was a lost E1, and then the missile onslaught from the attackers was about to start landing. Really well executed.
I saw a lot of respawns over there on the left side. You can still see if you take a quick glance from the side of TXD. Tickets are dwindling. Sarajin trying to go ahead and get one of these flanks in on the other side of the map. Though Zambra does find that light tank that has been a giant
the intense music is frying me for some reason.
TXD, and it was all the way back here. I mean, I don't even know how.
Yeah, shots over the top while it was landing in, I assume. Oka's feeling the pressure, though. Spotted. Called. Aluru rockets. No repairs. There's no engineers to help him out.
One more.
You need one bullet in a dream.
Anything, man.
Anybody got sniper? Something. A single frag nade and this thing goes down.
There it is. E1.
Nice Aluru rocket over the top. Now, 22 lives remaining.
Oh, way too close for comfort.
Fun in games. E1 and E2 completely in control of the defense.
Yeah.
So the attackers say, well,
they were playing some risky business, dude.
Guided missile after guided missile. You will not see a second in this game where a missile is not landing. This siren will be going off until the game is over. I can promise you that. And these missiles are mostly going to be zoning off. We do see DG Alpha pick up a two-piece with it. Going to force the attackers to reassess and fight from a different angle. And with everybody on respawn right now for red, they're only going to have, look at them, they're all respawning right now. No medics. They're down from 20 immediately to 11. You should see that tick down a couple more here in just a moment. But again, both sides have so many missiles. It's just non-stop sirens.
Yeah,
good luck to any of these
I don't think there was much Tuxedo could have done without having that heli up. I mean, not heli.
They have
that jet up.
Their opponents, and this is going to be an HAN victory.
But there's so many nukes still. They haven't done anything with them. Like
wild map.
TXD just has so many nukes that they haven't done anything with on the board, and there's nothing they can do with it.
The entry point to E1 kind of predicted that they would be there, so it's going to be rewarded with that little bit of a prediction with 2 kills. DXD still have a little bit to work with, but I mean, you mentioned it.
Yeah, but you can see commas. Oh, you guys can't see it because I'm blocking Rumina. But
Beacon goes down. Beacon goes down.
Rumina is barely.
Where do we even put it?
Look.
Bonta is giving as many comms as possible. He's yelling out with his lungs. Yeah, that's too little too late.
A guided missile in the air for both of these squads at the same exact time. The guided missile for the defense is going to land first. How much does it find? Finds 1 kill right there and forces some of the defensemen off and the offensive off as well.
That was a good
hit. Rocket was a little bit more effective. It does find 3.
Could potentially go to overtime here. The attackers maybe have just done enough. That was a fantastic beacon, and the sirens continue for both sides. a better
It's not gonna go to a team.
because the tank destroyer is down.
That's gonna be a GG.
Another missile needs to land right on top of the point, but it's too late. Can't go to overtime when you don't have anybody on the point. HAN, they've done it. It feels like grand finals for them now because their life is still theirs. They're still in this tournament. They just beat the former champions and knocked them out.
The former champions going out in fourth is crazy. And Tuxedo's a good team, a really good team.
But was it a sweep? Yes. HAN, incredible excitement across the board. Every player knows what has just happened. Top 3 at DFIW 2026 and a chance to still play for the grand finals. What a wild
There's a possibility that they could come from behind and, you know, pause. There's a possibility that they could make it back.
About how when you have two very good teams like this.
I mean, Tuxedo won from the lower bracket. But the question is, who do they fight?
Both of those rounds.
Who did they fight? Well, not fight. Who do they play off tomorrow?
But not before some incredible efforts from the side of the defense. A little bit of a victory
Let's see what we have from Wikipedia.
Hopefully her and her team have a little bit left in the tank to go ahead and celebrate not just the victory, but of course her birthday as they take their bow.
So tomorrow is
as they start to scream, yell, and
lower
shout
bracket
and
final.
share their excitement with
so
all
tomorrow's
of us.
LT vs RRQ
And just expel
and Han versus the loser of that.
Story of how much that victory meant.
Revenge is what they got. This is a ton of returners from the former DNI roster. A ton of returners that came back and took down the champion. The team that kicked them out of the tournament last time in the lower bracket finals. The team that dashed their chances of playing for a championship here at DFIW. They have gotten their revenge. So we turn our eyes to the loss. We turn our eyes to TXD. Former champions unfortunately falling in 4th place overall here at DFIW 2026. Nearly all of the returning roster of a team that won a championship only 6 months ago. And again, they've had a tough road. They've had a tough bracket. And they've battled through some really good teams to get to this stage. But HAN was just the better team on Cyclone. The one thing I'll say about TXD again, most resilient team we've seen by far at this tournament thus far. I've never seen a team go down that hard, that early, lose everything. No jet, no advantages, back against the wall, and somehow capture sector after sector after sector and take us all the way to the end. And I'll even put this word out there. I think if TXD had another 20 lives, I think they had a chance to take that sector and take us to game 3. Unreal job from the gentlemen. Unfortunately, they do fall and they're out of this tournament. Let's take a look back though on the stats. Speaking of stats, 128 revives.
I don't know who is the MVP.
But Whistly has something special, topping the leaderboard.
That would be the most interesting thing to me.
128 revives, but also 44 kills. Crazy
I mean,
stuff.
damn, KPZ had a really good game for how rough that was. KPZ and Syndrax. Also NTPP, holy shit.
Surmount him as one of the star players for sure, but one of the star players on the other side of the server.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Onsa. Onsa had an insane game.
Time and time again. Even outside of the role of the assault.
What a hell of a game for Onsa. 60k score.
In here today that he's able to go ahead and switch over to some of those Allura rockets, be a part of that strike squad. Just finding value after value after value. Sarah Jin as well.
Tuxedo had some really good players, honestly. But
there's so many stats we could talk about. I mean, G-Force, by the way.
That Jet is way too important.
135, I think, is the top revive. So big shout out to G-Force. Big shout out to all of the medics, the support operators from the side of TXD. I mean, this is
I will never forget the FSV piggybacking on the amphibious. That was so ridiculous.
180 lives,
honestly.
So few for a map, even like a map like Cyclone.
What a
that
play.
is like, man, that's like 180. People get 180 kills sometimes in pubs just as a solo, right? Like, that is nothing. But you look at the medics, you look at the revives, you look at the support operators, and you go, oh, I get it now. I mean, one player saved them 135 lives on the map just by getting those revives. But a look back on the highlight package, it certainly was a map filled with them. Good grief, but it started here on A. A was not too much to talk about. Once we got to B, though, you and I looked at each other and was like, uh-oh, I think HA win it here. I mean, they held this team at the line at B. They had every advantage. Jet had nothing to show
just
for
insane.
it. Unfortunately, the sub, Belmods, only picked up, I think, 4 kills or maybe 6 total overall. And then finally the wire guided from Stacks does land. That's a great shot in the highlight package. But once the Jet falls and the rest of the vehicles fall, frankly, for TXD, especially right here.
My question is, would this have changed? Would the results have changed if it was a different map? Like,
right there. I mean, Sector A and Sector B, to me, actually,
how big of a difference would it have been?
You made the request for TXD. Hey, listen, guys, if he had 24 lives available, I think he could have done it. Well, think about how many tickets they lost in Sector A and Sector B, right? After Sector C was captured and Sector D, they only
hold up, pause.
Could have done it. Well, about how many tickets they lost in Sector.
I don't think they tested this one properly, honestly. It looks like they tried to do it again, but the thing is that the LAV has way too high of a turret compared to the other thing. It's not as wide, I believe.
A and Sector
the
B,
amphibious.
Right? After even Sector
there he goes.
C was captured and Sector D, they only had 90 to 100 tickets available. So many lost on those first couple of sectors. They tried to make stuff happen, and honestly, that's when it started to look good. Sector D, they played the boats so well. They played, and then E was just a slaughter.
They could not push up this point for the life of them.
But after this, HAN, Sarah Jin specifically, was no longer interested in making mistakes. They just wanted to show off.
And again, Sarah Jin, that is a hero play. That's my MVP, regardless of what the stats look like. Because you got to think, not only is that a ton of kills, but although that's a ton of kills, they can't get back up. That is so many tickets that go down. Folks, we blinked and we looked up, they're up 23 lives. I mean, we get this tank down. This is a cool strike force play. This is what you have to do to make sure that all the advantages are cut away from your opponents. But those big moves where you wipe 10 players that can't be picked up, that is literally more than 10% of their total lives they brought into the sector. It's just a really cool moment to look back on and do the math of wow, how did they lose lives so fast? It's on the back of those plays. But of course, then the sirens were blaring. We had guided missiles left, right, and center.
Yeah, they had too many points left to spend, but they didn't.
Guided missile, by the way, picked up 6 kills. I didn't even see that. Kind of post-mortem, if you will, of the map. But anyways, a lot of fun there. Some solid highlights. But that's an HAN win. Fairly dominant fashion for the most part. I was not expecting this to be a 2-0. Here's a look at the stats. Here's a look at the top squad.
That's a good squad.
It is Barbell, Jappy, and TA Song, DG Alpha, for good reason. Take a look at their top score line. Literally all over, besides TA Song, all over 40K score, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, shout out to these guys, because HAN is kind of filled with squads that usually find themselves up here at the best squad. So a standout performance that made all of the difference from these 4 individuals. Jappy, OEC kind of getting active on the flank lines, behind enemy lines, whatever it may be, trying to make something happen. DG Alpha as well. We saw that name a ton in the feed, followed up with 66 kills there. But your MVP.
Yeah, that's right.
Goj wanted it.
Told you.
Sarah Jin. I mean,
I think Onsa should have gotten it.
Hero play in itself was worthy of an MVP performance, but you take a look at the stat line and everything else that he was able to do.
Kind of crazy.
That's when it really comes down to limelight. This was definitely deserved an MVP. 61 kills, almost 45,000 score, assists across the board, and then engineering. Of course, we know how good he is with the vehicles.
Yeah, again, you're picking up an engineering score based on the damage you do to other vehicles, plus your repairs. There's a formula there. But regardless, great stat line across the board. Of course, rescue, no, because, well, in the tank destroyer, blowing people up. I think, by the way, we saw there were KDA as well, nearly triple positive, if not triple positive. That is ridiculous in a game that is 20v20. That is a hero. That is somebody doing more than they're asked to do. So a great job being the most valuable player on the map, Sarah Jin. Again, a couple times now, Sarah Jin has been the answer and the key to success for HAN. So keep unlocking Sarah Jin. You keep getting wins. HAN join the likes of our other 2 teams at the top of the bracket to be a top 3 team, a podium finish team. very well earned and expected from this roster. Yes, I did. My prediction was against them. Vivid is still perfect, technically.
It was going to be an interesting matchup anyways. I thought it was going to be a 2-1 draw, but it ended up being a 2-0 draw. That's, I think, the weirdest thing to me.
They are the champions.
I would have loved to have seen a Game 3. It would have been so much more interesting.
I don't know. Based on what we've seen, the top 3 teams are the 3 teams that are still in this competition right now, and that's being proven over and over again with 2-0 after 2-0 after 2-0.
Can't believe we are left with only just 3 teams left in this competition. We got a big couple of days ahead of us, and so do the likes of HAN after an incredible performance right there. I mean, 2-0, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a 2-1, but hey, what a statement to be made there.
Yeah, 100%. Well, as you can see behind us, our interview is getting ready on stage. It's been a hot and a sweaty one today because the games have been great. But it's been a lot of 2-0s the last couple days. Yeah. I'm looking for another game.
I'm actually like with that. That's so weird that we've had so many 2-0s.
All of our matches today. So before we move on and tell you what's happening tomorrow and what's going on for the next couple rounds, because we're not done with the competition. We have 2 more days of competition, but we are done today. We'll break that all down after an interview here in just a moment with, of course, HAN. I'd expect to hear from Wansa again, I assume, what they've been able to do. So let's head down to the stage and hear from HAN, the winner of this last one.
欢迎来到赛后采访环节，我是贝佳。恭喜 HAN 拿下了本场比赛的胜利，来到了败者组的决赛当中。我们邀请到了指挥官翁萨来到赛后采访席，也请他先跟大家打个招呼吧。다시 축하합니다. 먼저 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
Hello guys, this is Wonsa from Team Han.
欢迎。那第一个问题想问一下，
Oh, she speaks Korean, Mandarin, and English. That's
今天的话呢，
crazy.
也是和去年的对手进行交手，
That's impressive.
并且也复仇成功了。这是想问一下他的心情现在怎么样呢？包括他在拿下第一场比赛的胜利之后，和自己的队员进行了拥抱，那个时候他们又说了些什么呢？
So Wonsa, this time you were facing the old rival from last year, and you took successfully a revenge. How did you feel? And a second question. We noticed that in the first round, when you played as the attackers, your teammates hug each other. What was the reason?
So last year when we lost against TXT on DFIW 2025, we waited this moment for such a long time. So we feel so happy to win them. Yeah, and after the first victory, our squad, yeah, we're just happy. We're just waiting for the victory for the second round too. So we just cheer up. Yeah.
翁萨选手刚刚表示，面对这次昔日的老对手，他是感到非常的期待与激动的，而且他们很想拿下这次的胜利。他们也是等待这一刻交手的时刻，蓄谋要等待已久。然后他也表示，他们当时的拥抱是因为想要在赢下第一场胜利之后，和队友互相打气鼓励，以便拿下第2场的胜利。
没错，最终也是成功的拿下了第2场的胜利。那今天解说老师没有提到啊，说天空属于 Ghost， 想问一下，作为队内的指挥官，他是怎样评价这一位空在选手的呢？
Somebody says that the sky belongs to Ghost. How do you comment on this?
It's a fact. Ghost is a goat.
他刚才用了一句英文上的押韵，叫做 Ghost is gold， 意思就是 Ghost 的选手是最牛的。
确实如此啊。那同样呢，其实，在本次邀请赛当中，
I feel like that's so weird that they use the same term for goat. TXT vs RRQ is very odd. They won exactly. What's up, Zoo?
哪个选手会对他来说威胁比较大呢？
So I wasn't paying attention to chat for a second. But yeah, TXT vs RRQ was a very rough day one.
Or which players
I'm
in
shocked
RRQ and
that
LT teams do you think is the biggest threat
I'm
to
shocked
you?
that Han 2-0'd.
We haven't scrimmed with RRQ for a while, and we don't exactly know their strengths. So I'll say RRQ is more threatful for us.
翁萨表示，由于他们的队伍已经许久
Longting
对
vs
RRQ
RRQ is going to be
进行正面
insane
的交锋，
tomorrow.
所以
I'm
无知
so
带来了
looking
恐
forward to
惧
it.
他们觉得 RRQ 可能对于他们来说未知的恐惧要更多。
明白，确实训练赛的交手会偏少一些嘛。那最后问题想问一下，对于 RRQ 和龙腾的这场比赛，他心中的一个预测比分会是怎么样的呢？
翁萨 ，What's your prediction of the score between RRQ and LT?
I'll say 2-1. RQ win.
他预测 RQ 将会胜出，而且比
RQ
分是
Indonesia win.
OK， 非常期待我们后续的比赛了。
Yeah.
也再次恭喜
They're a strong
HN
team.
拿到
They're
了
really, really
败者
strong.
组的这一场的精彩的门票。接下来让我们把时间交还给
It's gonna
陈曦
be one hell of a game day tomorrow.
Another great interview with Wansa, HAN, well earned to be a top 3 team, and great work
mean,
from Wansa yet again.
RQ vs Longteng is probably going to determine who's in the best position to win, right? But even if RQ loses to Longteng tomorrow, there's a very good chance that they can come back and win it like how TXT won in Vietnam.
More to be seen from them a little bit later. Vivid, any thoughts here before we wrap
It is fully possible that tomorrow we see RQ coming back from well, RQ or Longteng coming back from losers back. But I mean, Hana is going to give them a run for their money. I think the map draw is going to be a big thing. We've seen a lot of Cyclone. Han seems to be one of the stronger teams on Cyclone. Same with Longteng. We're gonna have to see what people draw. I mean, that's what I think we're gonna see now. Because tomorrow we have LTRQ. Is LTRQ draw happening now? Yeah, it happened today. RQ always banned Cyclone. Yeah, so they have a weak Cyclone ban. Yeah, see, and they've banned it still. What if they get Fault? Fault could be a rough one. Fault could be really, really rough. Because Fault is dogfighting.
Trainwreck. Okay.
Oh.
The crowd gets a little bit loud for some Trainwreck action.
We'll flip the coin.
Some nice variety. A map that's picked up.
No. Aside.
We can double shake hands.
Yeah.
We're all friends
So,
here.
you will be attacker at the first round, and you will be defense. Okay, alright.
Okay. Write it down.
Now they can handshake.
Everybody write it down. LT gonna be defending on Trainwreck.
Yeah.
RRQ gonna be attacking on Trainwreck to kick things off. The first time we're seeing Trainwreck here in this competition.
Wow.
What do you think, Vivid?
You know, I'm gonna be watching tomorrow. Like, what is this, a new map? Been so
Been
long.
in the game for like 5 seasons.
Yeah, exactly. No,
It's
really
crazy.
Long Trainwreck feels like one of those classics.
I'm just glad we didn't get Cyclone again. I'm so glad we didn't get another Cyclone match. Cyclone matches are the most boring thing to watch for like 90% of it because it's just a deadlock. And it's such a long schlep. It's like 50 minutes of watching people go into the grind. Yeah, RRQ is a solid team, dude.
It is one of those maps that actually catches a lot of people.
RRQ has one of the better odds
It's one of the few where you're getting
to win this thing. Like,
from both sides.
I definitely see.
It's gonna be a lot of fun to break down tomorrow. But folks, that is all she wrote here in the booth. We've had a great day with day 3 of DFIW. We've got 2 more days, 2 matches tomorrow.
Do you play comp in Pan Pacific, Zia?
Do it without you, the viewer. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, a little bit later.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate for TXD. Seeing a Tuxedo go out in fourth is crazy. It really means it could be anybody's game now for finals. I kind of want to wake up early tomorrow to watch this match. But I feel like tomorrow's match is going to be crazy early. It's what, 8:30 a.m. for me. We have... Wait, no, it's actually later than that. Hold up. GMT plus 8, 1600. Well, it might be a little bit later than that. 10 o'clock. What's up, Scala? How you doing, man? Welcome back. It's 10 o'clock, so that is not bad. Is it actually 10 o'clock? Is it not like thing? Eric's above, very crazy. Yeah. When we played EMEA qualifiers, we had 4 Indonesian guys playing on our team who were sending their TikTok stuff. They're crazy with the Mini 14 and the what's it called? Yeah. And the bow. But this bow shotgun meta is annoying. Super duper annoying. Yeah. We'll see how everything goes though. So we have 10 o'clock tomorrow is 10 o'clock tomorrow is game 1, and then game 2 is expected to be at 12:30. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Let me see if I can be on for that tomorrow. I'll probably set up some alarms, see if I can organize to be there tomorrow. That's not terrible. What can we do? What can we do? What's up, Master Yoda? Thank you for the luck. I was just about to call it for the day. How's work, man? I'm just about to call it here for now. So wait, they're only starting with the match. Why are they starting with the match so late? Tiring? That's rough, dude. That is so rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this goes. Back tomorrow. Oof. Yeah. What do you mean back tomorrow? You're back to work tomorrow. At work? Shit, dude. That's rough. That's super duper rough. Okay. I'm gonna be back at about 8:30 to play Space Marines with a buddy. We will probably be ending off a bit earlier, so I'll see you guys again at 8:30 p.m. I'll probably try and watch party. I'll try and be up and online by about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning so that we can watch party the what's it called? Losers bracket? Yeah, the losers bracket. No, sorry, winners bracket. LT vs RRQ. I'll definitely be on in time for the finals of the losers bracket. But yeah, I will be on for that. I'm definitely gonna be awake and online for Sunday's match, the grand finals. However, like that grand finals is something that I'm really looking towards watching, honestly. I'm curious to see. My guess is it's probably going to be RRQ LT in some combination. What's this? This is the Delta Force Invitational Warfare. They're playing land. So I played in the EMEA qualifiers. Got elimed really badly. We basically got 3-0'd. We got stomped, honest to God. Yeah, and then RBN lost, I think, basically in the draw for 8. Yeah, it was bad. It was rough. But the people who we played against were insanely good. And I mean, these guys beat them, so it would have been a rough one for us, you know? Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in seeing tomorrow, I will try and be live in time. I'm gonna say goodbye now for what's it called? Oh, for the YouTubes, and then I'm gonna start doing my stuff for now. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for YouTube. This is me saying goodbye to you. Yeah, dinner time. I will be back at 8:30 p.m. though, Master Yoda.